Good early afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Brookhaven Academy, Williams-Gillis Ballpark. Beck Warren alongside the ball coach, Casey Edwards, will be bringing you Game 2, where the Brookhaven Academy Cougars will be facing off against the Newton County Academy Generals. The Cougars went over to Decatur last night and walked away with a 12-3 victory, Coach. And if Coach Parvin was looking how to script it up, this is the way you'd want to do it.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You want to be comfortable after that first game. And obviously the kids have a lot of confidence, and the Newton kids seem to have some low shoulders. Maybe it'll stay that way.
This is the third playoff series for the Cougars. First round, they defeated Glenbrook School, River Oak School out of Monroe, Louisiana, Amite School Center in the second round. And this is the South State Finals, looking for the right to play Tri-County Academy, who wrapped up their series against Holmes Academy last night. Last night's ball game, Dawson Flowers went the pitched 5.2 innings, had 4 strikeouts, gave up only 3 hits. Brady Spring came up, finished it up for the Cougars. Cougars had multiple hits from Flowers, who had 3 base hits, singles on the night, and then Coach had one long fly ball where the left fielder, Lincoln Jordan, went up and over the wall and robbed him of a home run, or it would have been a 4-for-4 night for Flowers. So a good night at the plate there. Cade Brown, multiple hits as well for the Cougars. Judson Griffin with a hit. Caston Thompson with a hit. And Brady Spring also hit safely in that ball game. So a good, solid ball game last night. Only 1 error committed by the Cougars. Had a couple of errors on the side of the Generals that cost them dearly. Cougars were in the midst of a 4-3 ball game, leading by 1 run as they went into the 5th inning. 1 out was retired, and they had to pull their ace pitcher, Kemper Alderman. And the Cougars exploded for 7 runs at that point without an out being preserved by the Generals. So a 7-run 5th inning seemed to doom the Generals last night. We're going to get our introduction of our players. The opening invocation, national anthem. We'll look first at the Generals from Newton County Academy. Braxton Toms, he'll be out at second base. Batting first, Hayes West over at third base. Kemp Alderman, he'll be behind the plate tonight doing the catching for the Generals. Hayden West played first base last night. He'll be handling the pitching duties, a left-hander for the Generals. Alec Thompson out at shortstop. Harbor Reese be your first baseman. Hayden Wall in right field. Dalton Sibley over in center field, and then in left field, as we mentioned earlier, crafty defender out there in Lincoln Jordan. Had a couple of big plays last night for the Generals. For the Cougars, Cade Brown will be out at second base batting first. Dawson Flowers going to move over from the mound to shortstop tonight. Brady Spring will slide from short over to third base tonight. Caston Thompson over at first base. Nick Ogden will handle the catching duties. Tanner Watts, the junior, will handle the pitching duties. Judson Griffin will be out in left field. Keegan Smith in right field. Colin Waldrop will be your designated hitter, batting for the center fielder, Harrison Brownlee. Had a little thunder shower earlier, Coach, and I was coming in from the west side of Brookhaven and called in and said, Coach, told Coach Parvin might want to get the tarp out, and they decided against it. Think it might have been a bad move. The sun's trying to crack through here at Williams-Gillis. Flags blowing from our right to left as we look out to center field. So a slight breeze, kind of a swirl out in center. But all in all, maybe the weather's past us. And as you know, Coach, we moved this ball game up from Thursday night to tonight to avoid the incoming storms that are on the way later tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, that and graduation. Newton's got it tomorrow night.
Yeah,
he's got it Friday night. But, I told Tyler earlier today to get it in at any chance tonight, whatever you had to do. We did want to be playing this and state next week.
Absolutely. And as we mentioned, Central Holmes Academy and Tri-County Academy faced off in the North Division. They played their games on Monday night and Tuesday night, just looking down the road and at the weather and a lot of activities at those schools. The Generals have been introduced. They're going to introduce the Cougars. So let's throw it back to the studio. Jeremy, give us 2 minutes down the line. We may come back during the prayer and national anthem, then we'll pick it up. About ready for first pitch here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Memorial Day is Monday, May 27th, but Paul Barnett Nissan is not waiting for Memorial Day to celebrate. Save during the special pre-Memorial Day sale and Customer Appreciation Days, Friday, May 17th and Saturday, the 18th. Refreshments will be served, and you can take advantage of the biggest incentives of the year on Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs. It's an old-fashioned celebration, May 17th and 18th, only at Paul Barnett Nissan, Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven. See more at pbnissan.com.
Isn't it time you experienced the difference at Paul Barnett Nissan?
With spring, thoughts of going fishing and cooking out come to mind. Perkins Hayes Hardware in Lincoln Plaza carries a complete selection of hunting and fishing supplies. And for that cookout, they feature a huge selection of barbecue grills, coolers, and of course all kinds of home appliances. Find it all at Perkins Hayes Hardware, Highway 51 North in Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, the home of the helpful hardware folks.
Dependability and quality, that's what you've come to expect from us. Hi, I'm Stephen Fitzsimmons with Old Brook Tire and Auto Service. Tire brands including Goodyear, Kelly, Dunlop, and many more, along with the most experienced service professionals. Old Brook Tire and Auto Service is here to serve all your automotive service needs. Come by and meet our master technician, Roger Easley, and all our ASC certified techs. If it's not right, we'll make it right.
The best on deals on quality, we got plenty of that.
See Old Brook Tire and Auto Service, 510 Highway 51 South in Brookhaven.
Experiencing shoulder, elbow, hip, or knee pain? Come see the experts, Dr. Larry Field and Dr. Austin Barrett at Mississippi Sports Medicine, located locally at the Brookhaven Medical Arts Building. Our specialized surgeons have over 50 years combined orthopedic experience specific to the shoulder, elbow, hip, and knee. Why see a general orthopedic when you could see the experts? Mississippi Sports Medicine, where we specialize for you. Request the Brookhaven location when scheduling your appointment at MississippiSportsMedicine.com or call 601-354-4488.
Before you make a deal on a pre-owned vehicle, come to Auto Direct on Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven. Auto Direct has a large inventory of quality pre-owned vehicles at super springtime savings. At Auto Direct, all credit applications are accepted, and with over 10 lenders to work with, great financing options are available. Come in and see how easy it is to drive out today. Auto Direct on Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven, and shop online at autodirectms.com. Auto Direct. We make it easier here.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark on the campus of Brookhaven Academy. We're going to join Dr. Ed Moak with the opening invocation.
Traveling safety return on this evening. Protect these athletes from injury as they play with your gifts and your grace and your zeal for excellence. Dear Lord, we thank you for all this. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And welcome back to Williams-Gillis Ballpark here on the campus of Brookhaven Academy. Invocation by the voice of the Brookhaven Academy Cougars, Dr. Ed Moak, followed by the national anthem. We're about ready for first pitch. Game 2 of the 3-game series, if necessary. Brookhaven Academy Cougars and Newton County Academy Generals. Of course, I mentioned in the opening comments that the Cougars knocked out the Generals last night by a score of 12-3, but don't be fooled by that score. It was a 4-3 ball game with one out in the fifth inning, and then Cougars exploded for 7 runs, really got the bats going, kind of put some space between them and the Generals, and held on for the 12-3 victory. Coach, don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but Tri-County setting atop the North Division, waiting on the winner of this series, a ball club that we faced off against last year and took them in 2 games in the 3-game series, took them in the first 2 games to win the state championship. So the Cougars will certainly like to get another shot at Tri-County and seeing if they can repeat, and I'm sure Tri-County likewise would like another shot at the Cougars.
You know, Beck, I was thinking about it today. If we can win tonight and move on, that's the opportunity at 3 state championships in a 10-year period. And there's a very small list of schools in Mississippi that can say that. So, hopefully our guys can get that opportunity, and we can try to find room for another sign out there on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. I tell you what, baseball is probably one of the hardest sports to, not only repeat but have multiple championships over a span. It's just such a precise game. It's a game that you probably make more mistakes than you make positive plays, and you just got to have a good group of ball players. You got to build a tradition, and you certainly know about that. You came in your first year as a coach here at Brookhaven Academy and picked up a state championship and laid the groundwork, even for these guys, as they are now. We got a 8th grader on the field tonight, so a freshman on the field, sophomores, juniors, and seniors out there. So to build a program, you got to start young, and you got to have a tradition and hang on to it to win multiple championships.
Absolutely, and the road looks good. Future looks bright. Absolutely for the program. So.
Braxton Toms is going to step in for the Generals of Newton County Academy. He wears number 17, plays second base. The Generals in their red jerseys, white numerals, and white trousers. Watts looks into Ogden. First pitch on the way. Line drive out into right field. Keegan Smith up under it. A little bit blocked from the right field, but by the reaction of the crowd, Keegan Smith, 1 pitch, 1 out, retires Toms.
Number 6 on his uniform.
Hayes West to step in. He'll be your third baseman tonight. Wears number 6 for the Generals. 1 down here in the top half of the first inning, just underway here at Williams-Gillis. Call strike 1, breaking pitch from Watts on the outside part of the plate. Watts looks into Ogden. We'll set the defensive alignment just a second for the Cougars. Ball straight back over the screen. It's going to hit the top of the grandstand, and it does. Strike 2 to West. For the Cougars, you'll have Brady Spring over at first base, Flowers at shortstop, Cade Brown at second base, Caston Thompson over at first, Nick Ogden behind the plate, Judson Griffin out in left field, Brownlee in center field, and Keegan Smith, who recorded the first out of the ball game over in right field.
Been nice not to have to use Ogden yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Save that arm for a few weeks. And
pitch on the way from Watts, up and out of the zone. Want to see if West would go fishing on that one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to West. 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. Watts looks into Ogden. Pitch on the way. Breaking pitch. Hard hit ball to center field. It's going to get down. 1 hopper to Brownlee out in center. So single for West. 2 pretty hard hit balls for the Generals. 1 right at Smith in right field. Of course, that was right dead at Brownlee in center. Base hit all the way. Kemp Alderman, number 12, the big junior, steps in. He'll be handling the catching duties tonight. Pitched to Jim with a ball game. He ran out of pitches in the 4th inning. Hit the pitch limit. Had to come out of the ball game.
We were talking earlier about how hard it is to win one of these. These pitch count rules have made it even harder.
Yeah.
You can't ride a guy like Alderman, for 2 out of 3 games anymore.
Right.
So
the Generals 1 man on first. Alderman steps in with 1 out. Ball in the dirt. Good job back there by Ogden to block that one up. One thing about the Cougars, though, they have, it kind of looks like they're going to go with the Flowers, Watts rotation, see if they can ride that to the championship. But you got Caston Thompson over there. You got Brady Spring out there. You got Nick Ogden out there. You got Judson Griffin out there. Just a slew of pitchers for the Cougars this year.
It's a good problem to have.
Absolutely. Watts looks into Alderman, got one up in his eyes. Alderman didn't chase it. 2 balls, no strikes. To big hitting right-hander. If I'm not mistaken, he was a AA player of the year this year in the association.
5 home runs in the playoffs so far.
Wow.
3 weeks.
Watts looks in, gets his signal, pitch on the way. That one's going to stay down low in the dirt. Ogden can't find it. Gets a little assistance out there from Watts, finding that ball. 3 balls, no strikes. I don't think you'll see anything big right here for Alderman.
It'll be a mistake if it...
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and intentionally walk him. So 2 runners on, base hit, and after 3 balls pitched to Alderman, they went ahead and intentionally walked him. Moves Hayes West down to second base for the Generals. Alderman over at first. It's going to bring up Hayden West. He'll be handling the pitching duties tonight for the Generals. Played first base last night. Where's number 26? Alderman at first. West down at second base. 1 out here in the top half of the first inning. Watts looking for a double play ball right here. Looks into Ogden and gets his signal. Ball's going to be up out of the zone.
1-0 West.
Last pitch to Alderman, coach. Like Ogden took the ball and is just moving a little bit slow back there. I don't know if exactly, might have got hit right on the square on the shin guard or what, but just doesn't seem to be himself right now.
That turf's a little wet. We may have some slipping going on.
High ball out to Smith in right field. It's going to camp under it, makes the play. West is going to try to move over to third, and he does. So that's second out of the inning. Another fly ball out to Keegan Smith in right field. Hayden West tags up, moves over to third. Good job out there by Smith, hitting his cutoff man, keeping Alderman residing over at first base.
Those 2 balls look routine, but I can assure you they're not with that sun right now.
Yeah, got that west setting sun, and over at Decatur last night, same setup, west setting sun, really affected the right side. Alec Thompson, your shortstop, steps in for the Generals. Pitch on the way, call strike 1. Had a guy behind the plate last night, called a great ball game, just a real tight strike zone, nothing above the belt, everything worked really low. Looks like a little bit wider zone tonight here at Williams-Gillis. Pitch wide, swinging a miss by Thompson.
Good fastball there. He really finished that one.
2 outs, 0-2 the count.
0-2 count to Thompson, the General shortstop. Watts looks to Ogden. Let's see if he tries to go get him right here. Pitch on the way. Breaking pitch. Foul. Back to the screen. Alderman was moving on that one from first base.
Count remains 0-2.
Of course, Alderman involved in a interference double play last night. He was on first, and it's Cade Brown turned to make his throw to first. Alderman never got down. Brown double clutched it. Didn't make the throw, but they did call interference. Watts looks to Ogden. Delivers just off the plate.
1-2.
Ball 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top half of the first inning. If you're listening in around Brookhaven, you got friends outside of the B92 area, send them to YouTube. Go to the search engine and have them enter B92 with a space and then WBKN. They can listen anywhere in the world. Alderman on the move, fouled over the screen. We're going to back it up, do it again. Thompson hanging tough.
To Alec Thompson.
Watts pitched the victory during one of the regular season games against Newton. Also had a walk-off triple. Game we called earlier in the year. Pitch on the way from Watts. Pretty good job there by Thompson to spoil that one. Good pitch out of the zone on the outer half of the plate. Reached out and grabbed it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Just underway here at Williams-Gillis. Great to have one half of the namesake sitting right here by us, Coach. Mr. Harold Williams,
yes,
enjoying
sir.
the ball game.
Maybe we can keep him here away from those burgers.
That's right. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball just blew it by Thompson.
Set him up perfect for that. 3 off speeds in a row. He didn't get the foot down there.
Absolutely. Good job coming out of a jam there from Watts. So for the Generals in the top half of the first inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no Cougar errors, and 2 runners were left on. At the end of the half of inning of play, Newton County Academy 0. The Cougars come into bat. Let's give it back to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line from our sponsors. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Hayden West on the mound.
Brookhaven Academy has been serving our community for over 40 years. They offer a quality education and a Christian and learning environment for all students from preschool through 12th grade. Students each receive opportunities to excel in the arts, ACT prep, extracurricular activities, college preparatory curriculum, and athletics. Come visit Headmaster Jason Case and Elementary Principal Paige Nielsen to see how Brookhaven Academy is making a difference, one child at a time.
Being good at life means treating your business like your family, making sure that everyone's on the right path toward financial security. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company can help find the best plan for your business and the employees who help it grow. So give Dwayne Allred, your local New York Life agent, a call. He can also help you plan your family's financial future. You can reach him at 601-833-0604 or look for him at newyorklife.com.
And we're back here on the campus of Brookhaven Academy, Williams-Gillis Ballpark. 1 inning of play, 1/2 inning of play in the books. The Generals were able to put 2 runners on base, but couldn't get them across home plate, so no runs in the top half of the first inning. Hayden West be handling pitching duties for the Generals this afternoon. Big right-hander. If I recall, last time we saw West pitch, spots his fastball up pretty good, got a pretty good breaking ball. Held the Cougars at bay throughout that ball game. Alderman to be behind the plate, the pitcher last night for the Generals. We're set to go here in the bottom half of the first inning. First up for the Cougars will be Cade Brown, followed by Dawson Flowers and Brady Spring.
Strip the breeze, the winds from the southeast, and the right field foul ball with 8 miles an hour. Still a 40% chance of showers during the next 2 hours.
8 miles an hour wind blowing from right to left, according to the weatherman in the sky, Dr. Ed Moak. West set to deliver to Brown. Breaking ball in the dirt. Alderman took that one off the shoulder. Not the way you want to start it for your catcher.
I think he can handle it.
Alderman's a pretty big fella, I tell you what, and a good kid, too. We have got to really know a lot of these guys from Newton over the past couple of years when we moved into their baseball and basketball district. Of course, we weren't in the football district with them. Lazy fly ball from Brown. Shortstop Thompson is going to settle under for the first out of the inning.
Thompson, the shortstop.
It's going to bring up Dawson Flowers, a 3-hit night last night for Flowers. Just a good group of folks over from Newton County Academy. They hosted our district tournament this year and just had a real good time. And like I said, getting to know those guys. Never had played them before at BA until we moved to their district this year.
We'll be out of that district next year.
After reclassification, we'll be moving back up to the next level, and they'll redistrict. We'll be in a new district for football, then they'll switch it over for a different district for basketball and baseball and some of the other sports, softball. So it's
those are going to be interesting. I think Mag Heights moves down.
Yeah,
in baseball.
That's right. That's right.
So that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Really
so
tough.
just got to expect the quality of competition to move up a little bit. But I know the coaching staff here at BA will have them up to the task. Flowers steps in. West looks in. First pitch down in the zone, ball 1. Good crowd here at Williams-Gillis. General's crowd traveled well this afternoon. Of course, a good showing from the Cougar faithful. Pitch on the way to Flowers. That one's in the dirt as well. 2 balls, no strikes to the senior shortstop from Brookhaven.
I don't know if you noticed there, he really tipped that breaking ball there.
Yeah.
He must have a little pause at the top. Hopefully he'll keep that up.
One of those things the coaching staff will pick up on and certainly relay to the batters. Hard hit ball down the right field line. Wow. That one looked to go right over the bag. First bounce over the bag was in foul territory, but really close when it crossed the bag. Called immediately down there by the field umpire. 2 balls, 1 strike to Dawson Flowers. But like an extra base hit possibility right there.
Yeah, we won't mention the umpire's name there.
Nonetheless, we're going to rewind it and do it again.
It was close.
Pitch on the way, breaking ball in the dirt. Mentioned Flowers 3-hit night last night, robbed of a sure home run. Lincoln Jordan out in left field. Seems West is going to doesn't want to give him anything good. He can drive to the power alleys here at Williams-Gillis. Pitch from West. There it is in the power alley, just on cue. Hard hit single from Flowers. Good piece of hitting right there. Coach, you love it when a batter makes you sound good and look good. Flowers with a hard drive out to left center field.
Center fielder was hustling, man. I thought that was a sure double. He got over there.
Probably a little bit of a heavy air tonight here in the ballpark. Front coming through. Saw the front end of that front. Expecting rain later tonight after the ball game. Brady Springs steps in for the Cougars. He's playing third base tonight. Checks Flowers over at first base, back in time.
Go to first. Flowers.
Spring had 1 hit on the evening last night. 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Flowers down at first. Pitch to Spring up and out of the zone. Ball 1.
Spring coming up.
No score early in this one here in the bottom half of the first inning. Cougars with a man down at first. Brady Spring at the plate. Flowers again. Toss over from West to Reese at first.
Go to first. Flowers safe.
Flowers back in time. West looks into Alderman. It's got his signal. Steps, delivers. Hard hit ball by Brady Spring. Going back. That ball is out of here. Wow. Towering home run from Brady Spring. Off the Cougar clubhouse out in right field, a no-doubter. My goodness gracious, Spring just stepped on top of that one, Coach.
I think that may have cleared the locker room.
The locker room and hitting facility sets out in right field, and that one could have cleared the top of it. Was that Brady Spring or Corey Dickerson right there? I'm not sure. We'll have to check it. Reminds you of some of those shots that Dickerson.
Oh, appealing at first.
Yeah, appeal at first base.
Might as well.
We'll see if Spring might have missed first base in the excitement. We've seen one of those back in the day.
Yes, we have.
We won't mention who that was. Carter Culbertson. But anyway, as I digress. Caston Thompson, hard hit ball to Thompson over at first. Across the diamond to Reese. Good job out there by Alec Thompson. to retire Caston Thompson. Good strong throw over to Reese at first for the second out of the inning. 6-3 if you're scoring at home. I think we all remember the Carter Culberson home run, and in his excitement, leaped completely over home plate. Worth the price of admission. Breaking pitch on the way to Ogden. Ball one. Ogden handled the catching duties tonight as he did last night for the Cougars. 2-0 ball game on the single by Flowers and the 2-run home run from Brady Spring. Swinging and drove it in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ogden. Ogden got a good pass at that one. Ogden homered his last at bat at Williams Gillis in the series with Amite School Center. Fouled into the dirt again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Cougar catcher.
2 outs, bases empty.
Hayden West, big right-hander for the Generals. Gave up a single to Flowers and a home run to Spring, and the 2-0 lead for the Cougars here in the bottom half of the first inning. West looks in, delivers, swing and a miss by Ogden. So West records the strikeout for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before damage is done via the home run from Brady Spring. So for the Cougars, there were 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors by the Generals, and no runners were left on base. At the end of 1 complete, Brookhaven Academy 2, Newton County Academy nothing. Let's throw it back to our studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line from our sponsors. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
We'll find you that place to call home.
CNW Homes direct-to-you factory pricing saves you money on beautiful homes from Deer Valley, Buccaneer, Capco, Sunshine, and Cappert. Mississippi made. CNW Homes is locally owned and operated and will not be undersold. CNW Homes, Highway 61 South, Vicksburg. Call 800-748-9056. Online, cwmobilehomes.com, and like them on Facebook. Memorial Day is Monday, May 27th, but Paul Barnett Nissan is not waiting for Memorial Day to celebrate. Save during the special pre-Memorial Day sale and Customer Appreciation Days, Friday, May 17th and Saturday, the 18th. Refreshments will be served, and you can take advantage of the biggest incentives of the year on Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs. It's an old-fashioned celebration, May 17th and 18th, only at Paul Barnett Nissan, Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven. See more at pbnissan.com.
Isn't it time you experienced the difference at Paul Barnett Nissan?
And we're back here at Williams Gillis Ballpark here on the campus of Brookhaven Academy. The clouds have moved out. Moving to the top half of the second inning. Cougars strike first. Dawson Flowers with a laser single and then a 2-run blast from the Cougar third baseman Brady Spring, and put the Cougars out front 2-0 on 2 hits in the inning. First baseman Harbor Reese steps in. Wears number 44 for the Generals. First pitch from Watts. Out of the zone. Ball 1. Watts looks into Ogden for signals. Fouled. Back to the screen. 1-1 count in the top half of the second inning. Boy, the energy just picks up in playoff time.
It really does. It's just a new atmosphere. And
Cougars riding a 9-game winning streak dating back to regular season. Swinging a miss, strike 2 to Reese. Don't know if I'm supposed to mention that. I certainly wouldn't tell Coach Parvin that, but dating back to finishing up their district play and then their run through the playoffs here. 1-2 count from Watts in the dirt. Going to even it up at 2-2.
You know, the times this year his kids seem to maybe lose focus or kind of not play to their abilities. It's like, you know, you knew, Coach Parver knew, and they knew that the new season was about to start.
That's right.
And they turn it back on, and they have. They really have.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Watts records a strikeout in the first out of the inning here in the top half of the second. Gets Harbor re-swinging. Hayden Wall, the right fielder, wearing number 31, is going to step in for the Generals. Watts' second strikeout of the inning. And we talked about it earlier when you and I have done a couple of broadcasts together. The Cougars just kind of front-loaded that schedule.
Absolutely.
I mean, played up on weekends. As Wall hits a flare out to right field, it's going to be a base hit.
First pitch, slicing single.
Slices it down the right field line for the base hit for the Generals. First pitch hit right there. Generals in business here in the top half of the second. So Wall down at first, going to bring up the center fielder, Dalton Sibley. And, you know, weekend ball games, out-of-district ball games, you know, playing the likes of Clinton High School, Columbia Academy, Simpson Academy, went down to Silliman and played, Central Private, a couple of, you know, any of those Louisiana schools, they play a quality brand of baseball. So all the out-of-district ball games this year, Coach Parvin said, I'm going to prepare my guys for this situation right here.
Yeah, every year, I mean, you got to challenge those kids on the games that count but don't count, and it prepares you for this.
Absolutely.
See the kids right now. They don't look nervous or
Dalton Sibley with almost a repeat of a single from Hayden Wall, punched it down the right side just outside the foul line. So we're going to back it up and do it again.
I tell you, Newton's sitting dead red on fastballs. They've all been aggressive so far.
0-2 count to Sibley, the General center fielder. Hayden Wall down at first. Watts checks, delivers, swing and a miss, strike three. Got him on the breaking pitch, recorded the second out of the inning and the third strikeout of the ball game for Watts. Left fielder Lincoln Jordan steps in. I can't say enough about this young man. What a ball game he had last night defensively. Made a couple of run-saving plays out there. Did a great job for the Generals in left field. Watts looks in, is going to check. Ball over at first. Swing and a miss by Jordan. The ball's one strike.
Robbing home runs is a trend right now.
I'll tell you what.
Major league, college, high school, you see it every day.
I'll tell you what, Jordan, that was a Michael Jordan-esque type move. Sports Center, top 10. Slow roller. It's going to be cut off by Spring. Toss across the diamond. Got away from him. So it's going to be error on Spring with his throw over to Thompson at first.
Kind of stood up a little bit on that throw. Left it high. Good job stopping it by Thompson.
Thompson had to come off the bag. Couldn't get Jordan at first with a slap tag. Wall moves down to second base on the error. Jordan at first. Want to go back to the top of the order with Braxton Toms. Had a hard hit fly ball out to right field his first time up. Hit that one straight at Keegan Smith in the first inning. Pitch from Watts straight down the middle. Call strike one. Watts having a little trouble out there. Of course, the mound out here at Williams-Gillis is a turf mound, as is the batting area. We've seen Watts slip a couple times. Have to do some adjustments with his cleats. No balls, one strike. Braxton Toms. He's the second baseman for the Generals. Watts looks, checks his runners. Ball's going to be in the dirt. Good job back there by Nick Ogden, taking that one off the chest.
Yeah, that saved second and third there for sure.
You know, Ogden, he's converted from center fielder, converted center fielder. In his younger days, he was a middle infielder, so very versatile ball player, the junior catcher for Brookhaven Academy. Watts looks in, delivers, swing and a miss by Toms. Good breaking pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the second inning. Cougars out front 2-0.
Let's see another one of those right here.
had a lot of success with that breaking pitch. Watts looks in. He'll check his runners. Comes to the plate. Bounces that one. Got away from him. Runners are going to advance. That one went back to the screen. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hayden Wall moves over to third base. Jordan slides down to second base. So runners in scoring position for the Generals. Deuce is Wild on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and we're in the second inning. I'd like to welcome any of our folks over in Decatur listening to us on YouTube. Glad to have you with us. Watts looks into Ogden, delivers. Ball's going to stay up, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch here to Braxton Toms.
Full count to the General second baseman Toms.
Got to give in here. That breaking ball's missed bad the last 2 times.
Had several scouts at the ball game last night. I see a couple of guys back with the radar guns and the stopwatches.
So we got some Centerville fans over there. Oh!
I thought we were going to get the ring up right there.
Oh.
3-2 count. I think everybody in the ballpark thought the umpire was going to ring that one up.
Yeah,
Coach Marvin's going to come out to...
It nicked him. You could hear it nick his jersey, but obviously he was on the plate. Umpire was about to ring him up.
So they call a hit batsman on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just nicked his jersey.
All right, Tom's down at first base. You got Jordan out at second. Hayden Wall over at third. 2 outs here in the top half of the second inning. Hayes West going to step in. Had a single last time up. The General third baseman. Pitch from Watts. Stays up in the zone. Ball 1.
Don't want to lose this guy.
I don't want to lose and go the big bruiser up on deck. Kemp Alderman.
He's hungry, too.
In a situation where you'd have to pitch to him.
Well, he wouldn't have to.
Well,
he would need to.
Swing and a miss by West. Good cut there by West.
Hunter Renfro was walked several times when the bases were loaded.
Yeah, I've seen it.
1's better than 4.
Probably hit the longest home run I've seen out of Williams Gillis back in his high school days, and one of the longest home runs of the Major League season the other night for the Padres in a walk-off. Upper deck.
He is impressive. That ball that left here didn't touch any dirt.
Right.
It hit all trees.
Oh, yeah, it's out in the trees.
Beyond everything.
And over the, just to the left of the high part of the fence out in center, so.
500 feet easy.
Oh, absolutely. You were on the receiving end of that one, if I'm not mistaken.
I watched it.
There you go.
I wanted to see how far that one went. Uh-oh.
Hard hit ball is going to be down for a base hit. That'll score 1. Another run will come in for the Generals. So a 2 RBI single.
Hayes West with his second hit. 2 RBI single to right center in the game tie at 2.
Good piece of hitting right there from West.
Left a fastball
Scored
up.
Jordan from second. And Hayden Wall. Kemp Alderman is going to step to the plate. Braxton Toms moved from first base to third base. We're knotted up at 2 here at Williams Gillis. Let's see what the Cougars decide to do right here.
Yeah, you got to put him on.
See if they put him on, and they do. Last night, same scenario, intentionally walked the bases loaded and got a 2 RBI single from Hayden West.
You know, you see so many high school kids of his stature really take a selfish attitude when that happens over and over, like I'm sure it has with him, but he's had a smile on his face both times.
Yeah.
Team player.
He understands the situation. High fly ball out to right field. Keegan Smith's going to settle under it. Record the 3rd out of the inning. So the strategy played off. Fly 9 if you're scoring at home. The night before some damage was done. The Generals are 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Cougar error, and 3 runners were left on base. So the end of 1.5 innings of play, Brookhaven Academy 2. The Generals from Newton County Academy 2. Let's throw it back to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. You're listening to BA Baseball on B92.
When it comes to spring cleaning and lawn and garden care, the #1 choice is Perkins Ace Hardware in Lincoln Plaza. For everything from weed control to Tad Boy Moors, it's Perkins Ace Hardware. And of course, they're your plumbing and electrical supply experts too. Perkins Ace Hardware, Highway 51 North in Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven. The home of the helpful hardware folks.
Dependability and quality, that's what you've come to expect from us. Hi, I'm Stephen Fitzsimmons with Old Brook Tire and Auto Service. Tire brands including Goodyear, Kelly, Dunlop, and many more, along with the most experienced service professionals. Old Brook Tire and Auto Service is here to serve all your automotive service needs. Come by and meet our master technician, Roger Easley, and all our ASC certified techs. If it's not right, we'll make it right.
The best on deals on quality, we got plenty of that.
See Old Brook Tire and Auto Service, 510 Highway 51 South in Brookhaven.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark here on the campus of Brookhaven Academy, where the Generals played at 2 runs in the top half of the second inning to tie this ball game up at 2. On the 2 RBI single from the Generals' third baseman, Hayes West. West with 2 hits in the ball game. 2 singles, but none bigger than that last one. For the Cougars in the bottom half of this one, Tanner Watts, Judson Griffin, and Keegan Smith. Your 6, 7, 8 batters for BA. Great atmosphere, great, can say great weather.
Perfect.
Clouds are starting to split up, a little blue showing through. Flag is laying motionless against the flagpole out in center, so great night for baseball as the Cougars step in. Try to answer the Generals here in the bottom half of the second.
Can't beat this atmosphere back here in this corner.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Perfect layout.
There you go. Hayden West looks in. Watts digs in. Ball's going to stay inside. Ball 1.
Once again, the starting pitchers facing each other. 1-0.
West and Watts, your pitching duo for both squads. West looks, delivers. Ball's going to stay up. 2 balls, no strikes. To the Cougar junior. Be good to get Watts on. Runs the base as well. Put us a lot of pressure on the defense out there. West checks with Alderman. Pitch on the way. Called strike 1.
Called strike 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2-2 ball game here in the bottom half of the second inning. Brady Spring, 2-run homer in the first for the Cougars. Generals answer with 2 of their own behind a 2 RBI single from Hayes West. Ball 3 to Watts. Back to the screen. 3 balls, 1 strike. Griffin stands in on deck. Hard hit ball out in the center field. Dalton Sibley moves over and under, makes the play. So record that, a fly ball out to the center fielder. First out of the inning for the Generals.
Out number 1.
Judson Griffin a step in for the Cougars.
Judson Griffin is the Cougar left fielder. That is second to York.
Griffin had 1 single on the night last night. Feels like the temperatures dropped a little bit here at Williams-Gillis.
Wind's picking up, too.
First pitch on the way from West. Down in the zone, ball 1. Cougars playing for the right to move on to the championship round with Tri-County Academy. Call strike one right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike to Griffin. Griffin, an 8th grader, started all year in left field for the Cougars. He's done a good job out there. Pitch on the way from West. That's good. Call strike 2. Thought that one might be up in the zone a little bit on the little guy.
Definitely a bigger strike zone, but
1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Griffin at the plate. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss by Griffin.
best breaking ball he's thrown tonight.
Yeah. Got a lot of bite on that breaking ball. Started at the letters. Just fell off the table. 2nd out of the inning, recorded by West. Keegan Smith, the Cougar right fielder, steps in. Smith wears number 7. Cougars in the home black jerseys, blue numerals, white trousers. Pitch on the way from West. Hard hit ball down the third base line. Going to get by the third baseman. Single for Keegan Smith.
Going up there looking for fastballs. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, West is, he's been pretty tough with that curveball, so you better take advantage of those fastballs when you can get them. Smith jumped all over that first pitch, shot it down there past Hayes West, your third baseman. Laid out for it, just couldn't get leather on it. It's going to bring up Colin Waldrop. He's a designated hitter for the Cougars. Waldrop with a pair of hits last night in his afternoon of work. 3-hour and 10-minute ball game last night, Coach.
That's a long one.
Lights
went out.
Yeah, the lights went out. Had about a 40-minute delay. Lost all the lights on the right side of the field. First pitch to Waldrop. High fly ball. Lincoln Jordan is going to move under it out in left field. Makes the play. Retires Waldrop. Fly 7. Still recording at home. So for the Cougars, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner was left on base. So at the end of 2 complete innings of play, knotted up here at Williams Gillis, Brookhaven Academy 2, Newton County Academy 2. We're going to throw it back to the studio for 1 minute down the line for our sponsors. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Brookhaven Academy has been serving our community for over 40 years. They offer a quality education and a Christian and learning environment for all students from preschool through 12th grade. Students each receive opportunities to excel in the arts, ACT prep, extracurricular activities, college preparatory curriculum, and athletics. Come visit Headmaster Jason Case and Elementary Principal Paige Nielsen to see how Brookhaven Academy is making a difference, one child at a time.
And we're back here at Williams Gillis Ballpark here on the campus of Brookhaven Academy. We cut that break a little bit short. I've got the privilege to announce and be joined by new girls basketball coach here at Brookhaven Academy, Coach Ron Kessler. Coach, welcome to Brookhaven Academy. Good to have you on board.
Beck, thanks so much, man. It's an honor and privilege. I'm real excited about this opportunity. Brookhaven Academy, a tradition of excellence here in basketball for years and years, and I'm just excited to be a part of it and continue that tradition of excellence moving forward.
Absolutely. Not a stranger to us. You've been working behind the whistle for quite some time and calling in the association for the past couple of years, and decided to get back into the coaching ranks, and certainly to have you. Glad you're going to be on the other side of that coaching box.
Yeah, it's going to be a different perspective. It's been fun these last 3 years being running up and down the sidelines and having Josh Watts and Coach Case holler at me and tell me what a great job I'm doing. But no, they're great guys, and Coach Case is a phenomenal man, phenomenal coach, and it's some big shoes to fill, and I'm excited about the opportunity to step in and take the Lady Cougars.
Good deal. Absolutely. Alec Thompson steps in for the Generals. He's the shortstop. Struck out his first time up facing Watts. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes. So we're visiting here with new head girls basketball coach at Brookhaven Academy, Coach Ron Kessler. Thompson fouls it over the screen. we'll back it up and do it again. And, Coach, I guess the big question everybody's going to ask is, what style of ball does Coach Kessler like to play? I remember the days and coached my nephew up at Wesson. I know you played a lot of defense up there.
We did. We were real defensive minded. We had to. Obviously, in 15 years of coaching, I've had an opportunity to coach at different levels, different caliber of players. The last job that I had was up at Life Center Academy in a prep school where 9 girls over the course of my 4 years there went on to Division I and are playing in Division I right now. One girl's playing internationally over in Nigeria. So you adjust. A good coach needs to adjust, and you need to play to your team's strengths and your weaknesses, and not be afraid to make changes and adjustments throughout.
Hard hit ball by Thompson. Keegan Smith with tires and moves under it, makes the play in right field for the first out of the inning. I guess it helps a bit. As you mentioned, you worked a lot of games in the association, pretty familiar with the Lady Cougars, a lot of the talent that they have. And what's the plans going into the summer? I know I've seen the schedule, and you got a pretty heavy May and June, and get to know the girls and, put your head down and get ready for the upcoming ball season next year.
Yeah, it's exciting. We've got a nice 6-7 weeks set for this summer. I've got a chance to watch and see a lot of these young ladies over the last 3 years. So they're not all going to be totally newcomers to me as far as their abilities and things along that line. But we're going to get after it starting next week. We've got a little elementary basketball camp here with the 1st through 6th graders, boys and girls, and we've got about 70 young people signed up. I'm thrilled to death about that opportunity. Coach Watts and I will be doing that camp. If you're out there listening and you've got an opportunity, as that one's fouled back right over our heads there. If you got an opportunity, get signed up. It's not too late. We'd love to have you. The more the merrier. We want to try to build Cougar basketball, from the ground up, and that starts with our 1st, 2nd graders. Right, to getting them the skills and put in the right position to be successful later on down the road. So,
1 ball, 2 strike to Harbor West. Fouls it down the third base line, and I know you're well aware of this. And calling not only here at Brookhaven Academy, but other schools in the MAIS. I don't know if there's another school that travels as well and gets the support that Brookhaven Academy gets. And you and I have talked along the way and had conversation that, you were looking into the future and looking to get back into it, and we're certainly glad to have you here. But let's just talk about the fan support and what that means to the coaches in a ball club.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's an exciting atmosphere. As an official, the last 3 years coming into the gymnasium here, the atmosphere is phenomenal, and that same atmosphere is taken on the road. When the Cougars go on the road, Lady Cougars, and they play, they are very well represented, even to the point of sometimes a larger crowd than the home team, in those other gyms. So, it's exciting. The support is there, and that's what helps make a successful program. When you have boosters and parents and supporters that are willing to do the little things, the extra things in supporting your program, that really means a lot to a coach and his staff and to the team and the program in general.
And that just permeates down. It starts with Coach Case, who is going to stay on and relinquish his coaching duties and stay in the head of school position, and the job he does there, Coach Rushing, and it just works all the way across all sports. I mean, look at the crowd tonight, capacity crowd here at Williams-Gillis, got a good crowd from Newton County Academy. Of course, we fall out of their district next year as we move back up in division, but the atmosphere in and around Brookhaven Academy is something, like I said, you've become accustomed to and worked a lot of games up in John R. Gray Gymnasium, and it can be a little intimidating to walk in and see all the championship banners hanging in the rafters, and no pressure, Coach, but it's time to hang another banner.
That's right. I'm looking forward to it. No pressure is right. Some big shoes to fill, but up for the challenge, and I know these girls are going to be up for it as well, and they'll respond, and we're looking for exciting things to come with girls basketball here at Brookhaven Academy.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention your wife, Mandy, and the twins. Of course, Mandy teaches down at North Pike, and just going to be great to have them be part of the Brookhaven Academy family. I know y'all have come, and I think you've already moved some stuff into your office, getting ready for the summer season, and they'll certainly become part of the crew here at Brookhaven Academy. Get them decked out in their blue and white, and cheering Dad along, and enjoying what is anticipated to be a great run from you and the Lady Cougars.
That's right. Mandy's, the love of my life and #1 fan and my biggest supporter. And, I'm not where I'm at today without her. And she's been my rock and, looking forward to this transition. She's excited. We're excited. The twins, Carter and Avery, they're excited about it. They are at North Pike right now, and down the road, eventually the plan is to get them here at BA. So we're real excited about that opportunity. But it's just an awesome thing. It's a God thing, and that's how I believe. And we've prayed about this day for 3-4 years that it was going to be coming back since I've been out of coaching for a couple years. And, a couple schools came calling last year, and it just wasn't the right fit. And this opportunity was just a perfect match. And I couldn't be, more tickled to be able to work alongside of Coach Case in the administration role and Ron in the athletic director role and assist those two fine gentlemen and head up the girls basketball program. So we're real excited about this opportunity. This is just a fine institution, great student athletes here, great support staff from top to bottom. It's just going to be an unbelievable experience for me and my family.
2 balls, 1 strike to Dalton Sibley, the general right fielder. 2 outs here in the top half of the 3rd inning. Harbor reached down at first base, drew the walk. 3-1 count to Sibley.
Glad that the rain has held off driving up from Pike County, in Macomb. It was raining pretty heavily at 4:45 when I was leaving the house to head this way. I said, oh, boy.
I was driving through, came through the West Lincoln area, and it was raining pretty heavy, and the clouds have sort of covering the ballpark here at Williams-Gillis. So if it starts raining, we'll have to make a quick move. Ball 4 to Sibley. It's going to bring up the left fielder, a 9-hole hitter in the order, Lincoln Jordan. Jordan reached on the error last time up. 2 outs here in the top half of the 3rd inning. Harbor reached down at second base for the Generals. After the walk, Dalton Sibley down at first base. Jordan, as I mentioned, reached on the error and scored on the 2 RBI single from Hayes West. You mentioned you're going to be working administration role, if I'm not mistaken, assistant head of school and assistant athletic director. So certainly not only on the sidelines, but in the administration side of it and working with the students on a daily basis. But we're thrilled that you're going to be here, and we know what you can bring to the table and what you will bring to the table here to Brookhaven Academy. And just looking at some of the comments from your friends and supporters on Facebook, just one after the other, just compliments up and down the board. So we couldn't be more happy than to have you joining the Cougar Nation.
Thanks, Beck. I'm, again, looking forward to it and just honored and blessed to have this opportunity to come here to BA and ready to get after it. And we'll do that very thing starting Tuesday next week. So
1-1 pitch from Watts. Call strike 2.
Paint the corner right there.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong here, but you went on to play a little ball at Liberty University, and I think suffered a career-ending knee injury and got into the coaching ranks. Do you ever get it on the baseball diamond?
I did. That was probably my best sport.
Okay.
Was baseball. My strongest sport was baseball. Did have a ACL. Have had 2 ACL. Nice play. Bang, bang at first base.
Yeah. Slow roll over to Spring at third base. Threw a strike to Thompson to retire Lincoln Jordan down at first base. We'll score that 5-3 if you're following at home for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Generals in the top half of the 3rd inning, they had no runs on no hits. There were no Cougar errors, and no runners were left on base. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, Brookhaven Academy 2, Newton County Academy 2. We're going to throw it back to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line, you're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Being good at life means treating your business like your family, making sure that everyone's on the right path toward financial security. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company can help find the best plan for your business and the employees who help it grow. So give Kelly Hallred, your local New York Life agent, a call. He can also help you plan your family's financial future. You can reach him at 601-833-0604 or look for him at newyorklife.com.
Owning your own home is a dream C&W Homes in Vicksburg will help come true for you. C&W Homes direct-to-you factory pricing saves you money on beautiful homes from Deer Valley, Buccaneer, Capco, Sunshine, and Capra. Mississippi made. C&W Homes is locally owned and operated and will not be undersold. C&W Homes, Highway 61 South, Vicksburg. Call 800-748-9056. Online, cwmobilehomes.com, and like them on Facebook.
And we're back here for the bottom half of the third inning at Williams-Gillis Ballpark here on the campus of Brookhaven Academy. Clouds are trying to move in on us, and we may have to scramble, reset ourselves if it starts raining. Nonetheless, Cade Brown's going to lead it off for the Cougars. Knotted up at 2. Generals 2, Cougars 2, is moving to the bottom half of the third. Brown with a fly ball to shortstop, his first time up. Hayden West looks in, delivers. Ball's going to stay up and out of the zone.
Cade Brown, good kid right here, and enjoyed refereeing him over the last 3 years. Great athlete.
Great athlete. Just brings a demeanor out there. You know, he's going to be even keel, win or lose. Of course, they didn't have many of the latter in the last couple of years with the back-to-back state championships, but just one of those guys that performs. You know, I was calling the game the other night with Coach Jamie Palmer, and he said Brown just has that it factor.
That's it.
You know, you can't coach it. You know, the kid's got it, and Brown's one of those that really has it.
Yeah, he brings it night in and night out.
Slow roll over to first base. Going to be fielded by Braxton Toms. Toss over to Reese. We're going to record the out. 4-3. The put out of Brown for the first out of the inning. And bring up Dawson Flowers. Flowers singled and scored in the first inning. Had a hard single out the left center field gap, followed by the two-run home run from Brady Springs. Flowers, another one of those guys. You had the opportunity to call a lot of their ball games, and just a team leader all around. Pitch on the way from West, up in the eyes.
Yeah, good kid, Flowers. Funny story real quick. We had him here at BA, and the call didn't go his way, and my partner, Jimmy Fuquay, didn't like his reaction. He kind of slammed the ball, and they popped him with a quick technical foul that night, and that's very uncharacteristic. I actually, at halftime, had to go back there and ask, what did he say? What did he do? And so we watched video several nights later with his mom and laughed about that, and he tried to defend it. He really wasn't throwing the ball at the kid, but all in all, great kid, great athlete as well, just like Brown.
Absolutely. 0-2 count. Fielded down at third base by Hayden West. Cross the diamond to Harper Reese. Good play out there by West. Hayes West, the third baseman. Scored the second out of the inning on Flowers. Gonna bring up Brady Spring, homered last time up for the Cougars off the facility out in right field. Of course, that's the locker room and hitting facility. Hit it up on top of the green monster out there. Hayden West looks in, gets his signal from Alderman. Pitch and deliver. That one's going to stay up and out of the zone. Ball 1.
This umpire behind the plate's been real consistent.
Yeah.
Strike zone's been consistent both ways through 3 here.
Last night, the strike zone was real tight. Anything above the belt was going to be a ball, but he stayed there all night. The pitcher's umpire last night, a little bit wider strike zone tonight. Ball 2 to Spring. Gaston Thompson stands on deck, waiting his chance. West looks, delivers, breaking pitch. Kind of staying away from Spring right here.
Yeah, 2-0 came with a breaking pitch there, and he held off. Lefty. That's me right there from the left side.
Oh, yeah. I also bat from the left side. Love to see that breaking ball come in there. 3-0 pitch right down the middle. Take all the way by Spring. 3-1 count with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third inning. Knotted up at 2. High fly ball to center field. Dalton Sibley's going to coast up under it and make the play out in center. So the Cougars go in order. here in the bottom half, third inning. Fly 8 if you're scoring at home. For the Cougars, no runs, no hits, no general errors, and no runners were left on base. At the end of 3 complete, Brookhaven Academy 2, Newton County Academy 2. Let's throw it back to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line for our sponsors. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Memorial Day is Monday, May 27th, but Paul Barnett Nissan is not waiting for Memorial Day to celebrate. Save during the special pre-Memorial Day sale and customer appreciation days, Friday, May 17th and Saturday the 18th. Refreshments will be served, and you can take advantage of the biggest incentives of the year on Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs. It's an old-fashioned celebration, May 17th and 18th, only at Paul Barnett Nissan, Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven. See more at pbnissan.com.
Isn't it time you experienced the difference at Paul Barnett Nissan?
With spring, thoughts of going fishing and cooking out come to mind. Perkins Hayes Hardware in Lincoln Plaza carries a complete selection of hunting and fishing supplies. And for that cookout, they feature a huge selection of barbecue grills, coolers, and of course all kinds of home appliances. Find it all at Perkins Hayes Hardware, Highway 51 North in Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, the home of the helpful hardware folks.
We're back here at Williams Gillis Ballpark on the beautiful campus of Brookhaven Academy, where the Generals and Cougars are tied up at 2 as we move into the top half of the 4th inning. For the Generals, leadoff batter Braxton Toms. He's your second baseman, Hayden West and Kemp Alderman. Tanner Watts comes out for his 4th inning of work. He's recorded 4 strikeouts on the evening.
Watts back on the mound for his 4th inning.
He's given up 2 hits. The damage, a 2 RBI single from the third baseman, Hayes West, back in the 2nd inning. Watts looks in. Tom squares to bunt, fouls it back against the screen. Strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Trying to manufacture a base runner early here in the top of the 4th.
Thompson on the grass over here at first. Spring even with the bag at 3rd. He'll take a step up after that attempted bunt. Pitch on the way from Watts. Call strike 2. Good breaking ball there from Watts. That's kind of been his money pitch this afternoon. Works that fastball and breaks it off the table. Had a lot of success with it.
See him challenge him right here. I don't think he can catch up with it.
Watts looks to Ogden's. Got his pitch. High fly ball. Judson Griffin out in left field is going to settle under it. Makes the play. The left-hander out in left field. Hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Got fortunate there. He hung one. A little breaking ball.
Got away with it.
And got away with it.
As mentioned, great crowd here at Williams Gillis tonight. Good crowd from Newton County over in Decatur. Out in the Cougar Roost in right field, the student section looking for a reason to get rowdy out there. Might be some of your ball players have to go settle them down a bit.
There you go. Met with the girls Friday and see a lot of familiar faces just walking through the ballpark tonight. So excited about learning all these names and 39, 40 girls sitting in that room, 7th through 12th grade, future 7th through 12th graders. It's exciting.
Learning these parents that all have been yelling at you for the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
Fly ball center field. Short center. Cade Brown's going to move out and make the play from second base. Retires Hayes West.
Hey Brown.
It's funny that Josh Watts said he had one of the boys' parents say to him the other night at one of the playoff baseball games, "How the heck you going to work with Kessler? You've been screaming and hollering at him for the last 3 years. How's that going to work out?"
You just have to figure it out. They're going to potentially walk Kemp Alderman again. Got to be frustrating for Alderman, but Tyler Parvin is going with a little strategy, just going to stay away from the hard-hitting Alderman. His 3rd walk of the ball game. Hayden West going to step in for the Generals. First pitch on the way. Ball 1 in the dirt. He's 2 fly balls out to right field for West. Of course, West had a 2 RBI single last night after an intentional walk to Alderman that loaded the bases. 2 of the 3 runs on the night for the Generals. Fastball called strike one.
1-1.
I tell you what, the guy behind the plate, a lot of movement back there. Look,
He was almost bound on that one.
I think he's a little worried Ogden wasn't going to get a glove up on that one. Fastball down the middle.
Nice lead over at first.
Pitch on the way from Watts. Breaking pitch. Another line drive out to right field. Keegan Smith. Johnny on the spot.
Keegan Smith, a one-handed catch.
Hayden West with his third fly ball. That being a line drive out to the right fielder, Keegan Smith.
Generals lead 1 on base.
Intentional walk paid off. Smart coaching right there.
Two times intentionally walked to Alderman. And fly balls out to right field. So the Generals in the top half of the fourth inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. One runner was left on base. At the end of 3.5, Brookhaven Academy 2, Generals 2. Let's throw it back to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
It's spring, a time when someone's fancy turns to getting a better vehicle. Auto Direct has a large inventory of quality cars and trucks in stock right now for a super springtime savings. At Auto Direct, all credit applications are accepted, and with over 10 lenders to work with, there are great financing options available. Come by and see how easy it is to drive out today. Auto Direct on Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven, and shop online at autodirectms.com. Auto Direct. We make it easier here.
Experiencing shoulder, elbow, hip, or knee pain? Come see the experts, Dr. Larry Field and Dr. Austin Barrett at Mississippi Sports Medicine, located locally at the Brookhaven Medical Arts Building. Our specialized surgeons have over 50 years combined orthopedic experience specific to the shoulder, elbow, hip, and knee. Why see a general orthopedic when you could see the experts? Mississippi Sports Medicine, where we specialize for you. Request the Brookhaven location when scheduling your appointment at MississippiSportsMedicine.com or call 601-354-4488.
We're back here at Williams Gillis Ballpark here on the campus of Brookhaven Academy. Just visited with the new head girls basketball coach, Ron Kessler, joining the staff here at Brookhaven Academy. Of course, Coach Jason Case, he's going to remain on board and be the head of school, but Coach Kessler, he'll be the assistant head of school, assistant athletic director, and head girls basketball coach. And so really glad to have Coach Kessler on board, his wife Mandy, and his twins joining the Cougar Nation. Caston Thompson steps in here in the bottom half of the fourth inning, 2-2 ball game as we move to the bottom of the fourth. Hayden West doing a great job for the Generals. Comes back for his fourth inning of work. Pitch on the way to Thompson. It's going to stay out of the zone. Ball one. Thompson grounded out to the shortstop, Alec Thompson. His first time up. Coach got a little worried. Those clouds kind of hovered over. Thought we were going to have to make a move to some dry ground.
Hopefully it'll hold off.
Yeah. Ball two. That one stayed up and out of the zone from West. 2-2 ball game here in the bottom half of the fourth. As I was talking to Coach Kessler, I said, I just got to believe the Cougars probably going to need a minimum of 5 runs to take this one tonight. I look for the Generals to put some more runs on the board. So 5 or more. Swing and a miss by Thompson.
Foul, tipping the dirt, 2-1.
Foul ball off the shin guard of the umpire behind the plate. Nick Ogden stands in on deck. Tanner Watts after Ogden. 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Cougars. Pitch from West, going to be breaking ball.
3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike to Thompson. Oh, 3-1 pitch, below the knees, Thompson. Called. Strike 2 as he is on his way down to first base. Good gesture there by Thompson.
Yeah,
he turned around and kind of gave a nod to the umpire like, hey, I wasn't trying to show you up.
Exactly.
You know.
You can't teach that back.
Yeah. You know.
That's just knowing the game.
And that's a freshman out there. Big, good-looking freshman.
No doubt.
Alderman's going to go out and visit with his pitcher, West. Thompson chats with the guy behind the plate and just wanted to make sure, hey, I saw it as a ball, and I didn't mean to trot down the line, and, hey, you called a strike, and we'll step back and do it again. So good move there by Thompson. And acknowledged by the guy behind the plate.
Yeah, that goes a long ways. Hopefully some kids over there on the fence saw that gesture.
Not sure what the confusion was right there. Alderman went to the mound.
Oh, had to take a necklace.
Had a necklace. May have been the pitcher out there. Thompson had a necklace. I think the umpire asked him to take it off. It's coming out of his jersey. 3-2 count to Caston Thompson. Hard hit ball down the right side. Snagged down there by Harper Reese. One hopper to Reese. Playing back behind the bag.
Hey, he was almost on the grass.
3 unassisted out down there by Reese to record the out on Thompson. Good job down there. Reese was our catcher last night for the Generals. Really good job on that hard grounder right at him.
Staying in front.
Nick Ogden steps in for the Cougars. Struck out his first time up. West looks in. Hard hit ball by Ogden. That one's going to move into foul territory. Ooh. Towering ball out of the ballpark right into the, I think, dead center of a windshield in left field. Just cleared the left field fence, but in foul territory. Heard a smashing windshield out there. Swing and a miss, breaking pitch from West. I tell you what, West has just got a nasty curveball. Really falls off the table.
Yeah, it's gotten better as the game went on, for sure.
0-2 count to Ogden. Don't be surprised if we see it again. Don't know that I'd come back with that pass ball. There's the curveball again. Strike 3.
Kind of dropped down there, almost a slider.
Second out of the inning for West. Came from a different slot with that one.
Once again, the pitchers face each other. Bases empty with 2 outs.
Tanner Watt steps in. Had a fly ball out to center field. Hauled in out there by Dalton Sibley. Back in the second inning. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the fourth. Breaking pitch called strike 1.
0-1.
You know, several of the coaches earlier, they had the radar guns out watching West pitch out there. Thus far, like what I see. They have to like it as well. Another breaking pitch out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the fourth.
It's about 5 breaking balls in a row right there.
West looks, delivers. Fastball straight down the middle, fouled off by Watts.
Well, tip off Alderman's face mask 1 and 2 with 2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tanner Watch, your Cougar pitcher. Gotta believe you coming with a breaking pitch right here. Pitch on the way to Watts. Got away from him, hit Watts square right between the 1 and the 8. Right in the back.
Takes first base with 2 outs. Griffin comes to bat from Cougar left fielder.
I tell you what, that's the one that just makes a coach grit his teeth.
1-2 count, breaking ball. Not even close.
Everything working for him, especially that breaking ball and
2 outs.
Everything on the outer half. It's been his money pitch and really comes inside on one. And
looked like he tried to go a little lower slot there again, just didn't finish that one.
Got away from him and hit Watts.
4th inning is not a time to find a new pitch.
I tell you what, the way he's been pitching this afternoon, giving up 3 hits as has Watts. 6 hits total between the 2 ball clubs. Judson Griffin steps in, 2 outs here for the Cougars. Watts down at first. First pitch on the way, called strike 1.
Definitely a big strike zone tonight.
Yeah. I tell you what, that's That's a tough pitch to hit. Now, if he can get that strike right there and on that outer half, down below the knee, I'd stay there all afternoon. West looks, delivers, up in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. To the Cougar left fielder, Griffin. Of course, we know if the Generals can pull off game 1, we'll play the second half of a doubleheader right here tonight at Williams-Gillis. West steps off the back of the mound. Is going to reset it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. We're tied up at 2. Cougars and Generals.
1-1. 1 2 outs.
Both fighting for their playoff life.
Another breaking ball.
Breaking ball stayed up in the zone to Griffin. 2 balls, 1 strike. You kind of wonder, can you go the breaking ball too much? You're here in the 4th. We got 3 more swings at it from the Cougar side.
Well, you're getting toward the bottom of the lineup, too, so.
2-1 count to Griffin. Watts down at first. Pitch on the way. Slow roller down to the third baseman. Throw over to Reese. Dug out of the ground right there. Harper Reese. West throws across the diamond. Slow roller. A 1-hopper over there to Harbor Reese. Snagged it out of the dirt. I thought for sure that one came off of Griffin's foot. Nonetheless, good play by West with a throw over to Reese to retire Griffin and the Cougars here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Best of 3 semifinal.
For the Cougars, no runs, no hits,
2 apiece.
no general errors, and 1 runner was left on base. At the end of 4 innings of play, Brookhaven Academy 2, Newton County Academy 2. Let's give it back to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line for our sponsors. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau, General Sales Manager at Sullivan Ford Lincoln. First off, we want to say thanks to all of our customers for a historic month here at Sullivan. With all of our sales this past month, we have tons of great trades that are ready for their new homes. Doesn't matter if you're looking for your first car, a great vacation vehicle for the whole family, or a good old farm truck, we've got options for you. You can always check out our Facebook page or visit us on the World Wide Web at SullivanFordLincoln.com. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
Brookhaven Academy has been serving our community for over 40 years. They offer a quality education and a Christian and learning environment for all students from preschool through 12th grade. Students each receive opportunities to excel in the arts, ACT prep, extracurricular activities, college preparatory curriculum, and athletics. Come visit Headmaster Jason Case and Elementary Principal Paige Nielsen to see how Brookhaven Academy is making a difference, 1 child at a time.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark. Ball game tied here at 2. Newton County Academy, Brookhaven Academy. Top half of the 5th inning. Alec Thompson stands in. Struck out earlier and hit a fly ball out to the right fielder, Keegan Smith. Slow roller down the line. Foul ball off his foot. Out of the box, immediately called by the official behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Thompson. He's your general shortstop. Tanner Watts looks in, delivers. Breaking pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Alec Thompson. 3 hits on the board for the Generals, 3 hits for the Cougars, 1 error for the Cougars. Power back against the screen. Was an error, throwing error with 2 outs in the 2nd inning, turned into 2 runs for the Generals. Of course, the Cougars scored on a 1st inning 2-run home run from Brady Spring. And here we are, the top half of the 5th.
Count full.
Breaking ball in the dirt goes to We're going to run the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Keep an eye on that radar. Got a little activity south of us. Sent in from hard hit ball to Griffin in left field. He goes back against the wall. Slams against the wall. Can't make the play. It's going to be a double out there by Thompson. Caught Griffin may have a bead at it, and just as he went up to reach for it, left arm hit the wall, kind of knocked him off track. So a double for Thompson. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Arbor Reese. 2 big defensive plays last inning from Reese over at first. Hard hit ball, fielded cleanly. Tyron Caston Thompson, then a dig on a throw from third base. Scored the last out of the inning in the top half of the 5th. Tanner Watts looks into Reese. Pitch on the way, foul back over the screen. Strike 1.
Over the right side grandstand, 0-1.
A weatherman to the west, Cody Wayne Richardson. Sending some radar shots. Got a little sail work in the south of us, moving to the northeast, down around the Mississippi-Louisiana line. Hope it works its way around Williams-Gillis. Reese squares to bunt, ball in the dirt. Good job there by Ogden. Block it up.
1-1.
Hold Alec Thompson down at second base. 1-1 count to Reese. Double off the wall by Alec Thompson to start it out here in the top half of the 5th inning for the Generals. Watts looks to Ogden for a signal. He's going to check Thompson out at second. Squares to bunt.
Ooh, thank you.
Bunt attempt. Fouled.
Fouled back off the mask of Ogden.
Mask 1-2.
Ogden's going to check his faculties, make sure he's okay. Got a little bit of bat right there and a lot of mask.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Harbor Reese, General first baseman. Tanner Watts looks in. Checks Thompson at second. He's going to step off. Not sure of what the question is out there.
Looks like we're changing the bunt coverage here. Probably not going to lay it down with 2, but I've seen that before.
May have been just to give Ogden a chance to kind of shake the cobwebs. I mean, he took a direct shot right into the face mask. And Coach Parvin was looking for a courtesy timeout from the umpire, maybe. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Reese. Looks in, delivers. Ball's going to be in the dirt.
Good block.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes to the General's first baseman.
Second, nobody out.
Tied up at 2 here at Williams-Gillis. Top half of the 5th inning. Of course, Cougars lead the series by 1-0 margin. Looking to advance. Tri-County Academy waits one of these ball clubs in the finals. Swing and strike 3. Good fastball off the plate right there. Got Reese to chase that one. Hayden Wall, the number 7 hole hitter for the General, steps in. Singled in the second, struck out in the third. Also scored in the second inning. Tanner Watts looks, delivers. Hard grounder to Dawson Flowers over it.
Oh!
Shortstop over in the hole. Really didn't have a play on Wall at first base. Really in the hole between shortstop and third base. Thought they may get Alec Thompson leaning. Cade Brown covering second base. Throw not in time to get Thompson.
Nothing really hurt there. Sets up a double play. Didn't have a play at first. He's going to advance if he threw it. So,
yeah, may work out a little bit better. Got a single on Wall. Thought we might get a fielder's choice. I don't think Flowers had a play to throw across the diamond. That was deep in the hole. Brings up Dalton Sibley. Call strike one.
Sibley, Walton, 30.
Where's number 14 for the Generals? He's the center fielder. A lot of commotion down by that white forerunner in left field. We think that is the victim of a foul ball home run from Ogden. Squared up the windshield. Swing and a miss, strike two. That one got up in the zone just a little bit. Watts have to get that one down. 0-2 count. This situation right here, Coach, where you really trust your catcher. Ogden's done a great job. Watts can absolutely go the curveball. Ogden's done such a tremendous job back there tonight, knocking everything down. Can't be scared to throw it right here. Breaking ball in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Strike three. It's going to be a strikeout. Sibley made his way down to first base. First base was occupied, less than 2 outs, so he is out on the strikeout. And it was the curveball in the dirt off the plate. Again, Ogden doing a great job back there, holding the runners at bay. In the form of Thompson down at second base, Hayden Wall after the single down at first base.
Sibley ruled out because
Lincoln Jordan, the left fielder for the General, steps in. Reached on the error back in the second inning and scored. Then grounded out to the third baseman, Spring. Swing and strike one for Jordan. Top half the fifth inning. 2-2 ball game here at Williams-Gillis. Watts checks, delivers. Swing and a miss, strike two. 9-hole hitter, Coach.
I may not would bounce one here, Beck.
Well, you have to throw down the first if you do bounce one. Ogden's done a great job tonight. Jordan, let's see if he can catch up to that fastball. Let's see what we do right here. Watts looks in and delivers. Lazy fly ball is going to get over the screen. We're going to back it up, do it one more time. Lincoln Jordan, your left fielder.
Grandstand 0-2 remains. Count 2-2.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top half of the fifth inning. 2-2 ball game. Newton County Academy with 5 hits on the night. The Cougars with 3 hits on the night. What you expect from a South Mississippi AA playoff ball game. Couple of district foes right here. 4th time they've met this year. Watts looks in, checks his runner. He's going to bring it to the plate. In the dirt low.
Oh, no. Ooh. Thank you, Brady.
Ogden knocked that one out in front of me. Thompson made the move from second to third. Ogden came up throwing. Spring had to dive off the bag to save that one from going out in left field. And the for sure run for the Generals. So Wall's down at second, Thompson down at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jordan, the left fielder for the Generals. Watts looks in, delivers, breaking pitch. Shot out to the second baseman, Cade Brown makes the scoop, delivers it to first base in time. 4-3, Brown to Thompson to retire Jordan over at first base. So for the Generals, in the top half of the fifth inning, they had no runs on 2 hits, no Cougar errors, and they did strand 2 runners on base. At the end of 4.5, Brookhaven Academy 2, Newton County Academy 2. Let's give it back to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line for all our sponsors. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Being good at life means treating your business like your family, making sure that everyone's on the right path toward financial security. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company can help find the best plan for your business and the employees who help it grow. So give Dwayne Allred, your local New York Life agent, a call. He can also help you plan your family's financial future. You can reach him at 601-833-0604 or look for him at newyorklife.com.
We'll find you that place to call home.
With factory direct pricing, C&W Homes makes owning your home easy. They carry the top lines like Deer Valley, Buccaneer, Capco, Sunshine, and Capper. Mississippi made. For over 30 years, C&W Homes has been making home ownership a reality, and they still will not be undersold. Highway 61 South, Vicksburg. Call 800-748-9056. Online, cwmobilehomes.com, and like them on Facebook.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis here on the campus of Brookhaven Academy. Moving into the bottom half of the fifth inning. Keegan Smith, Colin Waldron, your leadoff batter, Cade Brown. Tied at 2. Good battle between two quality ball clubs. Fighting for the right to move to the finals of the AA championship. Hayden West has gone all the way, pitching a gem for the Generals. Called strike 1. Keegan Smith. Got a lot of radar watchers out there. Got a couple of sails of rainy weather moving toward the area. We hope it holds off. 0-1 count to Keegan Smith. Pitch on the way. Hard hit ball out to Braxton Toms at second base. Throws across. Harbor Reese in time to retire Smith. 4-3 on the putout. Colin Waldrop's going to step in, your designated hitter for the Cougars.
Colin Waldrop is the designated hitter, batting ninth in the order, batting for Harrison Brownway, the center fielder.
I tell you what, those Generals, they make just the routine plays. Did it last night. They had one throwing error, but outside of that, and that's how you win ball games. Get good pitching and make the routine plays.
Yeah, that's supposed to happen here this late in the playoffs. Yeah. Good baseball.
Breaking pitch in for strike 1 on Waldrop. Hit a fly ball to the left fielder his first time up. Retired by Jordan out and left. Pitch on the way from West. Another breaking pitch, called strike 2.
Want to call a strike.
0-2 count to Waldrop in a hole right here. It's going to choke up a bit, get on top of the plate. West looks into Alderman, got his sign. Pounded in the ground. It's going to be a tough play. West over to try to field it. Not in time to get Waldrop.
He made that close.
Yeah, swinging bunt single. Hayden West came off the mound. Made a great throw over there to Reese, just not in time to get Waldrop. So the Cougars, with a man on first, get back to the top of the order, and Cade Brown.
Back to the top of the order with the senior second baseman, Cade Brown.
Waldrop down at first base.
1 on, 1 out.
Fourth hit of the ball game for the Cougars. West looks into Brown. Bunt attempt.
Oh, he's safe.
Bunt attempt.
Alderman caught Waldrop leaning over at first base. Snap throw down to first. Not in time to get Waldrop. Made it close, though. No balls, 1 strike. Brown did attempt to bunt that one. Temperature dropping here at Williams-Gillis, and the wind is certainly picking up. Blowing out of the south to north. Flag pretty straight out in center field. Waldrop down at first. Brown at the plate. Call strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Brown. Squared the bunt on that one as well. Pulled it back. So 0-2 count to Brown. Coach Tyler Powerman certainly looking to get Waldrop down to second base. Give Dawson Flowers a swing at it. Brown will be full swing on this one. Breaking pitch. Call strike 3.
Oh, wow. It got real big then, Beck.
Tough pitch to hit right there. Breaking pitch out of the zone. Retires Brown. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Dawson Flowers steps in. Got a single on the night and then grounded out to the third baseman. Hayes West. Colin Waldrop over at first. Hayden West on the mound. It's going all the way for the Generals. Ball on outside the plate. Ball 1 to Flowers. Tell you that West reminds me of a pitcher back in the day, back in the late 70s. Ricky Arnold went on to pitch up at MC. Used to call him Zip. Not a really overpowering pitcher. He could hit any spot up there and just had a nasty breaking pitch. Played with my brother up at MC.
They're from the side like that?
Side, any slot.
Everywhere, huh?
Just a crafty pitcher. Pitched all 4 years. Pitched a lot as a freshman all the way through his career at Mississippi College. 2 balls, no strike count to Dawson Flowers. Brady Springs stands on deck. Wants a chance at it. Pitch to Flowers. Up in the zone. Call strike 1. Got a pretty big strike zone working here in the bottom half of the 5th. Colin Waldrop down at first base on the infield single earlier in the inning. Pitch to Flowers.
3-1.
3-1 count to Flowers. Alderman behind the plate, keeping a close eye down at Waldrop at first. He won't be shy about throwing it down there. Toss over from West. Waldrop back in time.
Safe.
Tied up here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 2 apiece. West looks, delivers to Flowers. Fouled over the screen. It's going to run that one to 3 balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs.
To the Cougar senior. Top of the order due up for the Generals. We're moving to the 6th. 3-2 count to Flowers. Brady Springs stands in on deck. Pitch on the way. Call strike 3. Froze him right there. Good pitch right there from West. Kind of that sidearm slider. We've talked about it a few times. Call strike 3.
If he drops to the side, it's going to have some wrinkle on it.
For the Cougars in the bottom half of the 5th inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no general errors, and 1 runner was left on base. At the end of 5 complete, Brookhaven Academy 2, Newton County Academy 2. Let's throw it back to our studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line for our sponsors. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Memorial Day is Monday, May 27th, but Paul Barnett Nissan is not waiting for Memorial Day to celebrate. Save during the special pre-Memorial Day sale and customer appreciation days, Friday, May 17th and Saturday the 18th. Refreshments will be served, and you can take advantage of the biggest incentives of the year on Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs. It's an old-fashioned celebration, May 17th and 18th, only at Paul Barnett Nissan, Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven. See more at pbnissan.com.
Isn't it time you experienced the difference at Paul Barnett Nissan?
When it comes to spring cleaning and lawn and garden care, the #1 choice is Perkins Ace Hardware in Lincoln Plaza. For everything from weed control to pad boy mowers, it's Perkins Ace Hardware. And of course, they're your plumbing and electrical supply experts too. Perkins Ace Hardware, Highway 51 North in Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven. The home of the helpful hardware folks.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis. First pitch of the top of the 6th inning. Hard ground ball to Brown. Toss over to Thompson to retire Braxton Toms. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Cougars.
Toms with a walk in his 4 plate appearances.
Hayes West will step in. West with a pair of singles on the evening. 2 RBIs for the Generals.
2 RBI single tied the game in the 6th inning.
Hit a lazy fly ball out to Cade Brown, his last time up in the 4th. Swinger off the handle. Going to sail over the Cougar dugout. Strike 1. To the third baseman for the Generals. A couple of big plays out there from West in his evening of work. Tanner Watts is going all the way for the Cougars. 6 strikeouts on the afternoon. Breaking pitch just out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to West. That'll be Hayes.
General's third baseman, West.
Top half of the 6th inning, tied up at 2. Pitch from Watts. Foul ball back over the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Luke got to play to the right, 1 and 2.
To West. Generals fighting for their playoff life, fighting to save their season right here, push it to a second ball game tonight. Pitch on the way from Watts, going to be out of the zone, 2 and 2. Cougars looking for some of that Williams-Gillis magic.
Need to take that momentum back.
As we mentioned, the Cougars defeated the Generals in Game 1 last night over in Decatur. And earlier in the year, a game we had the opportunity to call. A walk-off triple from the Cougar pitcher tonight, Tanner Watts. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Strike 3, out number 2.
Watts got West on the fastball. Bring up Kemp Alderman. Let's see what Coach Tyler Parvin motions.
Kemp Alderman walks for the 4th straight appearance.
Alderman's going to get the intentional walk again. It's his 4th of the evening.
1 and 2 out. The pitchers face each other once again.
Alderman took about 2 steps and dropped his bat.
He wasn't even in the box. He knew it.
Kind of knew what was coming. Again.
Anybody with some baseball sense knows that's coming in a 2-2 game. Ole Miss commit, 2 outs.
Alderman, one of those, could land one in Copiah County. Make the wrong pitch to him. Swing and a miss by Hayden West, the General pitcher. I tell you what, some of those guys in attendance with the radar guns and the stopwatches, they've got to like what they've seen from the pitcher, Hayden West, for the Generals, as they have with Tanner Watts. Good pitching battle here tonight at Williams-Gillis. Another swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes to West. We'll see if the intentional walk pays off again for the Cougars.
Switching bats.
Got 2 breaking pitches right here, Coach. I'm going to let you call this one.
Coach Acosta's probably going to call a breaking ball.
2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning, tied up at 2. Kemp Alderman down at first base for the Generals after the 4th intentional walk of the ball game. Hayden West stands in. Watts delivers. Ball's going to be in the dirt.
Oh.
On the pass ball, Alderman takes second.
I think Ogden took that one off the finger, maybe?
Yeah, I believe he took that one off the right hand.
Timeout at the man.
Draw. Tyler Parvin out of the dugout. Let's see if they call BA trainer Tina Thomas to come check out Ogden. Boy, Alderman runs good, doesn't he?
He does.
Whew.
He played football.
He's got to.
Got to.
I mean, he's a junior in high school. Verbal commitment to Ole Miss in baseball. Could probably play linebacker for the Rebels.
He's got the body type of the kid at Ole Miss from Oxford High.
Yeah,
switch hitter.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Big guy. I know who you're talking about. I'm a Southern Miss guy. I don't follow the Rebels too close.
I'll ask Dr. Moak that.
There you go. Alderman, Brown, Flowers all conversing out at second base as they check out Ogden, who got hit in the right hand. Looks like got him right on the knuckle. A little swelling already in the right hand for Ogden. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hayden West. Alderman down at second. He represents the go-ahead run for the Generals. Pitch on the way from Watts. Going to be up and out of the zone. He's going to run it to 2-2.
Dillard. Thomas Dillard. Similar body type.
Tell you what, Alderman's a pretty good basketball player in his own right. He does a good job just all around. Good kid, too. 2-2 count to West. Pitch on the way. Tried to get him to go fishing on that one. Breaking ball outside of the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes to West. Alec Thompson stands in on deck. Had a double last time up. Should West reach? Watts looks. Checks Alderman down at second. And come to the plate. High fly ball in the infield. Dawson Flowers looks like he's going to move up under it. Taps. Makes the play. Major league fly ball.
3-2 breaking ball. I like it.
3-2 breaking ball from Watts. Retires West with a sky ball to Flowers. Settled up under it. Made the play. So for the Generals in the top half of the 6th inning, no runs, no hits, no Cougar errors. There was 1 runner left on base. At the end of 5.5, Craven Academy 2, Newton County Academy 2. Let's give it back to our studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line, you're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Before you make a deal on a pre-owned vehicle, come to Auto Direct on Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven. Auto Direct has a large inventory of quality pre-owned vehicles at super springtime savings. At Auto Direct, all credit applications are accepted, and with over 10 lenders to work with, great financing options are available. Come in and see how easy it is to drive out today. Auto Direct on Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven, and shop online at autodirectms.com. Auto Direct. We make it easier here.
Experiencing shoulder, elbow, hip, or knee pain? Come see the experts, Dr. Larry Field and Dr. Austin Barrett at Mississippi Sports Medicine, located locally at the Brookhaven Medical Arts Building. Our specialized surgeons have over 50 years combined orthopedic experience specific to the shoulder, elbow, hip, and knee. Why see a general orthopedic when you could see the experts? Mississippi Sports Medicine, where we specialize for you. Request the Brookhaven location when scheduling your appointment at MississippiSportsMedicine.com or call 601-354-4488.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark, campus of Brookhaven Academy. We got a good one going here, folks. 2-2 ball games, moving to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Of course, the Cougars playing for the rights to move on to the AA state championship. The Generals from Newton County Academy trying to force a 3rd ball game, which would be played here tonight at Williams-Gillis should they pull this one off, weather permitting. Hayden West is going all the way on the hill for the Generals. Don't have a pitch count on him. We're trying to get Coach Becky Flowers, who tracks that for the Cougars, can certainly tell us what the pitch count is on West and Watts. Of course, if the Cougars have to go to the bullpen, they got a couple of lefties out there, and Thompson and Griffin could go in that direction. Brady Springs steps in, homered in the 1st inning, a 2-run home run, the only runs recorded for the Cougars. He'll start it off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. West looks, delivers. Call strike 1.
That's a good take. Brady saw that all the way, looked like. Wasn't fool.
Breaking pitch from West. Caston Thompson stands in on deck. West looks in. Swing and a miss fouled off. Give him credit for that foul tip. Just got a piece of it back to the screen. 0-2 count. Spring in the hole early. Got a pretty good cut at that one, though, Coach.
Looked like a changeup almost. Definitely a drop in speed.
Variety of pitches.
A
couple of different slots from West, yeah. Pitch on the way. Hard hit ball. Dead center field to Sibley. Diving play out in center field. He makes it. Dalton Sibley out in center field. Playing the no doubles depth. Out in center. Had to come in hard, charging, made the diving stab. Robbing Spring of the base hit. Fly 8 if you're scoring at home. Retire Spring. Caston Thompson's going to stand in for the Cougars. Grounded out to the shortstop. Also grounded out to the first baseman, Reese, back in the fourth. Breaking pitch. Hard hit ball out to Alec Thompson. Throws across the diamond to Reese. Another dig over there by Harper Reese. My goodness gracious.
Defensive showcase.
Backhanded stab over at first base by Reese. Tell you what, there's a defensive player of the game. That's going to be him over at first base.
No doubt.
I mean, he had to go across his body, backhand that one. One hopper, made it look easy to retire Thompson. It's where Nick Ogden, let's see if Ogden shows any ill effects from that ball that hit him in the hand last inning. Ball 1 to Ogden. Looking ahead to the top half of the seventh, Thompson, Reese, and Wall for the Generals. Those would be your 5, 6, 7 hitters. Hard hit ball down to third baseman and West across the diamond in time to get Ogden. 1-2-3 inning. 5-3. Hayes West across to Harper Reese. For the third out of the inning to retire Ogden for the Cougars. No runs, no hits, no general errors. At the end of 6 complete, Brookhaven Academy 2, Newton County Academy 2. Let's throw it back to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute for our sponsors. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau, General Sales Manager at Sullivan Ford Lincoln. First off, we want to say thanks to all of our customers for a historic month here at Sullivan. With all of our sales this past month, we have tons of great trades that are ready for their new homes. Doesn't matter if you're looking for your first car, a great vacation vehicle for the whole family, or a good old farm truck, we've got options for you. You can always check out our Facebook page or visit us on the World Wide Web at SullivanFordLincoln.com. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
Brookhaven Academy has been serving our community for over 40 years. They offer a quality education and a Christian and learning environment for all students from preschool through 12th grade. Students each receive opportunities to excel in the arts, ACT prep, extracurricular activities, college preparatory curriculum, and athletics. Come visit Headmaster Jason Case and Elementary Principal Paige Nielsen to see how Brookhaven Academy is making a difference one child at a time.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis, campus of Brookhaven Academy. If you think about it, the season comes down to this last inning for the Generals. Unless they can push it to extras or take the lead. 2-2 ball game in the top of the 7th inning. A couple of pitching gems. Hayden West is giving up 4 hits to the Cougars. Tanner Watts is giving up 5 hits to the Generals. Knotted up at 2 here in the top half of the 7th inning. Alec Thompson fouled out of play on the first pitch.
Sliced out of play to the right. 0-1.
Doubled his last time up off the left field wall. Also flew out to the right fielder, Keegan Smith, and struck out in the first. I tell you what, they go up there hacking at it. First pitch, strike here in the top half of 7th. Call strike 2. Froze Thompson on that breaking pitch.
Yeah, they're looking fastballs 0-0, and 1 through 9 has been really aggressive tonight.
Yeah.
I like seeing that. It's
high
school baseball.
0-2 count to Thompson. Ogden's going to move outside the plate. Swinging, foul ball.
Ogden's chest protector.
Spoiled that one. Good pitch there from Watts. We're going to reset it. No balls, 2 strikes. To the general shortstop, Alec Thompson. I tell you what, quality ball game tonight, Coach. One of these that you just like to enjoy as a fan.
And a nail biter. Still is.
Pitch from Watts. Number in the dirt. Fielded by Spring. Steps, throws across the diamond in time. Brady Spring across the diamond. Caston Thompson. Gets Alec Thompson by a step at first base. 5-3. Third base to first base. Harbor Reese. No doubt the defensive player of the game tonight for both squads. Had a couple of gems over there at third base on some throws across the diamond, and then Rob Caston Thompson, a hard hit ball down at first. Ball got away from Watts. Reese took that one off the left shoulder. Hit batsman. So Reese will move down to first base. Bring up the right fielder, Hayden Wall. Wall with a single. Pair of singles tonight and a strikeout. It's going to draw a visit from Coach Tyler Parvin. Tell you what, let's throw it back to the studio for 30 seconds. 30 seconds down the line. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Being good at life means treating your business like your family, making sure that everyone's on the right path toward financial security. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company can help find the best plan for your business and the employees who help it grow. So give Kelly Hallred, your local New York Life agent, a call. He can also help you plan your family's financial future. You can reach him at 601-833-0604 or look for him at newyorklife.com.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis. Let's reset it for you. Had a 5-3 put out. Alec Thompson, 1 out of the inning. Harbor Reese took a breaking pitch off the left shoulder, so he's down at first base. Hayden Wall steps in, the right fielder for the Generals. 2 hits on the night, so good night working for Wall. First pitch call, strike 1.
Can't believe we're not bunting there. He's not even giving him a sign.
Courtesy runner down at first for Reese. Lee Hollingsworth, we saw him run a couple times last night. 0-1 pitch to Wall. White steps off. Going to keep Hollingsworth close over there at first base. 2-2 ball game, top half of the 7th inning. Got a good one going here at Williams-Gillis. Pitch on the way from White. Swing got away from Ogden. Can't find it. Swinging miss by Hayden Wall. Got away from Nick Ogden. Now Hollingsworth to move down to second base. No balls, 2 strikes to Wall. Hollingsworth, the courtesy runner, down at second. 1 out here in the top half of the last. Dalton Sibley stands in on deck. Oh, 2 count. Hayden Wall, the general right fielder. Tanner Watts looks, checks Hollingsworth at second. Checks again. He'll deliver. Breaking pitch out of the zone. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sibley. Check that, Hayden Wall. Sibley on deck. I mentioned Wall, 2 hits on the afternoon. So good night at the plate for Wall. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Watts gets a strikeout. It's going to bring Tyler Parvin to the mound.
That's going to be it for Tanner.
Going to be a
pitching change.
Last pitch exceeding the 110 limit. Looks like Coach Parvin's going to go to Judson Griffin. The 8th grade left-hander out in left field. Tell you what, Jeremy, let's throw it back to the studio. Let's go 2 minutes. 2 minutes while we go through this pitch and change, reset the lineup. 2 minutes down the line for our sponsors. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Tired of paying rent? Now's the time to own your own home from C&W Homes in Vicksburg. With factory direct pricing, C&W Homes makes owning your home easy. They carry the top lines like Deer Valley, Buccaneer, Capco, Sunshine, and Capper. Mississippi made. For over 30 years, C&W Homes has been making home ownership a reality, and they still will not be undersold. Highway 61 South Vicksburg. Call 800-748-9056. Online, cwmobilehomes.com, and like them on Facebook. Memorial Day is Monday, May 27th, but Paul Barnett Nissan is not waiting for Memorial Day to celebrate. Save during the special pre-Memorial Day sale and customer appreciation days, Friday, May 17th and Saturday, the 18th. Refreshments will be served, and you can take advantage of the biggest incentives of the year on Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs. It's an old-fashioned celebration, May 17th and 18th, only at Paul Barnett Nissan, Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven. See more at pbnissan.com.
Isn't it time you experienced the difference at Paul Barnett Nissan?
With spring, thoughts of going fishing and cooking out come to mind. Perkins Hayes Hardware in Lincoln Plaza carries a complete selection of hunting and fishing supplies. And for that cookout, they feature a huge selection of barbecue grills, coolers, and of course all kinds of home appliances. Find it all at Perkins Hayes Hardware, Highway 51 North in Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, the home of the helpful hardware folks.
It's spring, a time when someone's fancy turns to getting a better vehicle. Auto Direct has a large inventory of quality cars and trucks in stock right now for a super springtime savings. At Auto Direct, all credit applications are accepted, and with over 10 lenders to work with, there are great financing options available. Come by and see how easy it is to drive out today. Auto Direct on Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven, and shop online at autodirectms.com. Auto Direct. We make it easier here.
And we're back here at Williams Gillis Ballpark. 2 down here in the top half of the 7th inning. Pitching change for the Cougars. Tanner Watts used his allotment of 110 pitches. Had to come out due to the pitching rules in high school baseball. Judson Griffin, the left-hander, moved from left field to relieve Watts. Watson replaced Griffin out in left field, so you have Spring at third, Flowers over at shortstop, Brown over at second, and Thompson. Then you go Watts, Brownlee, and Keegan Smith in right field, your outfielders. Dalton Sibley steps in. Harbor, Lee Hollingsworth, pinch runner for Harbor East, stands out at second base, represents the go-ahead run for the Generals.
Sibley, Walton, go down.
Sibley's got a pair of strikeouts tonight and a base on balls in the 3rd inning. Griffin looks into Ogden, gets his signal. Checks his runner at second. Pitch on the way. Call, strike one. Ooh.
Wow.
Judd had a little zip on that one. Sibley didn't like that one. Stepped out of the box. The umpire said, hey, let's get in here and play baseball. I like the way he works it back there. 0-1 counts to Sibley. Griffin looks. Checks the runner once, twice, delivers. Breaking pitch in the dirt. Got away from Ogden. It's going to allow Reese to scamper over to third base.
Ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike to Sibley.
And Hollingsworth, one for Reese, takes third.
Hollingsworth over at third base for the Generals. Represents the go-ahead run. 90 feet away. here at Williams-Gillis. Griffin looks into Ogden. Ogden have to be a brick wall out there. Pitch on the way. Slow roller to Cade Brown. Brown's going to have to hurry. Can't make the play out there. Rolled right up under Brown's glove. Got the ground ball he's looking for. Couldn't make the play. Allows Hollingsworth, the pinch runner, to score from third.
Hit batter, pass ball, number.
Scored a hit in the press box. Would have been a tough play for Brown. Had to come a long way to get that one. Griffin got the ground ball he was looking for. Brown was going to have to make a running throw on that one. Just couldn't get his glove down on it. Lincoln Jordan steps in. Sibley down at first base. Generals take a 3-2 lead in the top half of the 7th inning. Pitch on the way, call strike one. Griffin looks into Ogden for a signal. Jordan takes out breaking ball off his foot. Somebody Sibley down to second base. Lincoln Jordan's going to go to first. Going to go back to the top of the order. And Braxton Toms. 2 outs here in the top half of the 7th inning. The Generals have plated 1 run to take a 3-2 lead over the Cougars. Generals scored 2 in the top half of the 2nd inning and 1 here in the 7th. Dalton Sibley down at second base. Reached on an error. An RBI. Lincoln Jordan over at first. Braxton Tom steps in. Call strike one. Check swing strike. A 1 count. Braxton Toms. Fly ball to left field, right field, and it's hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. Also grounded out to Brown. Griffin looks and delivers. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach, we got a strike call on that one. Could have been an explosion from the third base side.
We'd had to go to mute there.
Getting a little antsy. 2 low strike calls working in the favor of the Cougars. Another fly ball. Thompson, a run under to take it for the 3rd out of the inning. But not before the Generals could put 1 across.
The Generals score their 3rd run of the game and take the lead.
So the Generals score 1 run, no hits, 1 Cougar error, and 2 runners were left on base. At the end of 6.5 innings of play, Newton County Academy 3, Brookhaven Academy 2, and coming to bat. Just throw it to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line, you're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Experiencing shoulder, elbow, hip, or knee pain? Come see the experts, Dr. Larry Field and Dr. Austin Barrett at Mississippi Sports Medicine, located locally at the Brookhaven Medical Arts Building. Our specialized surgeons have over 50 years combined orthopedic experience specific to the shoulder, elbow, hip, and knee. Why see a general orthopedic when you could see the experts? Mississippi Sports Medicine, where we specialize for you. Request the Brookhaven location when scheduling your appointment at MississippiSportsMedicine.com or call 601-354-4488.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau, General Sales Manager at Sullivan Ford Lincoln. First off, we want to say thanks to all of our customers for a historic month here at Sullivan. With all of our sales this past month, we have tons of great trades that are ready for their new homes. Doesn't matter if you're looking for your first car, a great vacation vehicle for the whole family, or a good old farm truck, we've got options for you. You can always check out our Facebook page or visit us on the World Wide Web at SullivanFordLincoln.com. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
ballpark. Cougars got to score here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Generals take a 3-2 lead on a. We've changed that to an infield single. Just a slow roller. Cade Brown charging hard.
Small cells.
Would have been a tough play to get Sibley down at first base.
4 passes to reach here.
Scored a pinch runner, and Lee Hollingsworth down at third base. Harbor Reese had reached on hit batsman. Advanced on a pass ball. 2 pass balls. Made his way to third base. Watts got a strikeout, brought in. Judson Griffin got a slow roller. Cougars couldn't make the play in the field. So here we are. Brookhaven Academy trailing the Generals by a score 3-2. Generals fighting to play one more game tonight here at Williams-Gillis to decide the South State Championship. Tanner White steps in. Pitch on the way from Hayden West out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Trying to get a pitch count on West. Somebody signaled across said he's right at 80 pitches. I find that hard to believe. Though he has pitched a solid ball game. You look at these innings, Coach.
Yeah.
4 batters, 4 batters, 3 batters, 4 batters. Hasn't pitched more than 4 batters in any one inning.
2-0.
2 balls, no strikes to Watts. So that's where he's saving a lot of pitches.
Yeah, we've had a couple of quick innings. 1, 2, 3 in the last.
3 balls, no strikes to Watts. Get a full take right here. 3-0. Pitch on the way from West. Straight down I-55 on that one. Ball strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Of course, Watts was in that same situation back in the 2nd inning. Hit a sky fly ball out to the center fielder. Here's the pitch from West. That's going to stay up out of the zone. 5-pitch walk. Tanner Watts going to bring up Judson Griffin.
Now the Cougar pitcher starting the game in left field.
Got to expect the bunt right here.
2 outs. With 2 outs in the 7th inning.
See it down over there at first.
Third baseman Harper West going to move up on the grass, expecting the bunt from Griffin. Can't get too much out there. West will probably throw over right here. Now it's going to come to the plate. Up out of the zone, ball 1. 6 pitches, 5 balls from Hayden West. Griffin stands in. Breaking ball on that first pitch from West. Hayes West in tight at third base. Pitch on the way to Griffin. Fouled off.
Bounces back to the screen, 1-1.
See so many high school hitters want to drag and get out of there fast. It's just a sack. Just lay it down and sacrifice yourself. That's why it's called that.
Got a good base runner out there and Watts.
The score will necessitate a game 3 in this series to decide the
1-1 count to Griffin. You mentioned it, Coach. Watts has got a guard against Little.
1-1 to Griffin.
Pop out or line out bunt. If indeed Griffin is bunting again right here. Got to expect it. West looks and delivers. Gets it down to third base. Good job by Griffin. Fielded by West. Throws across to Reese. So good job there by Judson Griffin. Sacrifice bunt. Tell you what, West came in hard, kind of overran it. Had to go back and retrieve. Made a strong throw across the diamond to Harbor Reese to get Griffin at first base.
2-out single in the 2nd inning.
Give a sack to Griffin. 5-3 out. West to Reese. Tanner Watts, the tie run out at second base for the Cougars. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Keegan Smith steps in. Got a single back in the 2nd, grounded out to the second baseman in the 5th. Love to see one of those flares from Keegan Smith to right field. Mountain ball out to Alec Thompson. Steps, throws across the diamond. Got away from him at first base. Alec Thompson, plenty of time out there. Harbor Reese, guy's been making plays all afternoon long. Had to go across his body once again. Tried to dig that one out of the dirt.
You can't fault him there. He's picked more than his share tonight.
I thought he had done it again down there at first base, Coach, and just couldn't come up with it. So the error on the throw from Thompson. Moves Watts over to third base. Thompson had to rush it a little bit. Had plenty of time, though.
See if Coach Parvin calls in anything first and third here.
So we got Keegan Smith down at first base. Tanner Watts runs the base as well. Anything behind Alderman, you got to expect Watts to be coming hard. Good base runner. Don't want to see a double up on a line drive or a snap throw behind any of our runners. Infield in on the corners. Faint throw over to third base. Keegan Smith alertly back at first. Watts at third. Smith down at first. One out. Cougars trailing by one. Tie and run 90 feet away. Pitch to Colin Waldrop. Oh, hit hard to go by Waldrop. Go! Off the wall. Come on. Watts is going to score. Keegan Smith is going to move to third base. Colin Waldrop with a monster drive to left center field. One hopper off the wall. Ties the ball game here in the bottom half of the seventh inning. Oh, my goodness, Coach. Waldrop just stepped on top of that one. He's going to draw a visit from the coaching staff from Newton County Academy.
How about another young kid stepping up for BA?
Wow. We're going to hold it right here. We'll just have to talk through this timeout. My goodness gracious alive. Colin Waldrop come through.
Had a chance to get out of here, I thought.
I'll tell you what, that one was just a seed.
That's the hardest ball hit all night, I believe.
Hardest ball hit all night. It probably didn't get 20 feet out of the air. Just a line drive missile to left center field. You know, the defense out there was a little bit deep. Barring from any extra base hit, they couldn't help with that one. Waldrop sets the table for the Cougars. Cade Brown. Another one of those youngsters. Sophomore Waldrop with a hard drive out to left center field off the wall. Scores Tanner Watts. Moves Keegan Smith down to third. Cade Brown. Tell you what, Coach. Don't be surprised you see Brown push one down the right side. Try to move him in on the squeeze play right here.
He's pushed some good ones in the
tie
playoffs.
Ball game here at Williams-Gillis. Cade Brown. Pitch on the way. Ball inside, breaking pitch. Dawson Flowers stands in on deck. Colin Waldrop can just hug the bag down there at second base. No need for him to go anywhere. Keegan Smith, the winning run down at first base. Cougars looking to move to the finals. Tied it up here in the bottom half of the seventh inning. Want some Williams-Gillis magic right here. Cade Brown, foul ball, knocked it in the dirt. One out. One ball, one strike, one out. Here in the bottom half of the seventh inning on a towering shot off the wall from Colin Waldrop. The designated hitter, 9-hole slot. Scored Tanner Watts. West looks into Brown. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be in the dirt. Good job back there by Alderman. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cade Brown. Reese tight at first base. Tom's tight at second. Thompson on the grass. Got to guard that runner coming home in the form of Keegan Smith. Pitch from West to Brown. Ball's going to stay up high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Coach Parvin told Brown it's got to be huge. 3-1 pitch, 1 out.
Probably going to get another breaking ball here.
Long fly ball would do it for the Cougars.
Yep.
Ball 4. Bases loaded. Bases loaded for the Cougars. Dawson Flowers steps in. Got a single back in the first inning. Looking for opportunity to win it right here for the Cougars. Good to see his dad, David, made it back to the ballpark tonight. Coming in from his work duties out in the Gulf of Mexico.
Can't really script it any better than this right here.
I tell you what, Coach, if I was going to pick a Cougar to bring to the plate, this is it.
No doubt. No
Senior
doubt.
Dawson Flowers. You just can't ask for anything more. Keegan Smith down at third base. Colin Waldrop down at second base. Runners will have to advance and find a bag. Ball inside the Flowers.
That was almost a quick one.
Almost caught Flowers on the hip. Would have been a walk-off hit batsman. West looks into Flowers. Bases loaded. Cougars will have to advance to their bags. Pitch on the way. Up out of the zone. 2 balls, no strikes to the senior Dawson Flowers. Cougars have tied it up on a Colin Waldrop slam off the left center field wall. Scored Tanner Watts after being down 3-2, moving to the 7th. Say it again. They're looking for a little bit of that Williams-Gillis magic. Got Mr. Harold Williams sitting right next to me here at the broadcast table. Pitch on the way to Flowers. Ball 3 in the dirt. West can't seem to find it right here. It's pitched a gem of a ball game. 3-0 count to Flowers. Ball 4 is going to win it for the Cougars. Pitch on the way. Call strike 1. 3-1. Boy, that's a pressure pitch out there by Hayden West. Let's not take anything away from him. 5-hit performance for the right-hander from Newton County Academy. Nothing but accolades for West. 3-1 pitch to Flowers. Ball 4. It's going to be a walk-off. Walk-off base on balls. That'll do it. Your South Mississippi State champions on a walk-off 5-pitch base on balls. Tough luck there for Hayden West. Just pitched a well of a ball game for the Generals. But the Cougars come back with a little bit of that Williams-Gillis magic. Scored 2 runs here in the bottom half of the 7th inning to take the 4-3 victory and clinch the South State Championship, avoiding a Game 3 later this afternoon. Let's throw it back to the studio. 2 minutes down the line. We'll wrap it up here from Williams-Gillis. You're listening to BA Baseball here on B92.
Brookhaven Academy has been serving our community for over 40 years. They offer a quality education and a Christian and learning environment for all students from preschool through 12th grade. Students each receive opportunities to excel in the arts, ACT prep, extracurricular activities, college preparatory curriculum, and athletics. Come visit Headmaster Jason Case and Elementary Principal Paige Nielsen to see how Brookhaven Academy is making a difference one child at a time.
Being good at life means treating your business like your family, making sure that everyone's on the right path toward financial security. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company can help find the best plan for your business and the employees who help it grow. So give Dwayne Allred, your local New York Life agent, a call. He can also help you plan your family's financial future. You can reach him at 601-833-0604 or look for him at NewYorkLife.com.
Don't run from one mobile home dealer to the next trying to find the best deal on a new home. For over 30 years, C&W Homes in Vicksburg has featured factory direct pricing, and they will not be undersold. C&W Homes features the top lines from Deer Valley, Sunshine, Buccaneer, Cabco, and Cappert. Mississippi made. C&W Homes accepts trades and will buy your old mobile home. Call Kip Hole or Dobie Nasser. Toll free 1-800-748-9056. C&W Homes, Highway 61 South Vicksburg. Memorial Day is Monday, May 27th, but Paul Barnett Nissan is not waiting for Memorial Day to celebrate. Save during the special pre-Memorial Day sale and customer appreciation days, Friday, May 17th and Saturday the 18th. Refreshments will be served, and you can take advantage of the biggest incentives of the year on Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs. It's an old-fashioned celebration, May 17th and 18th, only at Paul Barnett Nissan, Brookway Boulevard, Brookhaven. See more at pbnissan.com.
Isn't it time you experienced the difference at Paul Barnett Nissan?
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis here on the campus of Brookhaven Academy, where the Cougars picked up 2 runs in the bottom half of the 7th inning, going in trailing by 1 to win it in walk-off fashion. A 5-pitch walk to the senior Dawson Flowers after general pitcher Hayden West, who pitched a whale of a ball game, loaded the bases. Then the walk to Flowers sealed the deal for the Cougars. For the Cougars, they scored 2 runs in the first inning on a 2-run home run from Brady Spring. And the most important 2 runs of the ball game in the 7th inning. It was set up by a walk to Tanner Watts, a sacrifice bunt to Judson Griffin. Keegan Smith reached on an error by the shortstop, throwing error over to first base. Then a missile hit out of left center field to tie the ball game by Colin Waldron. A walk to Cade Brown, then the walk to Flowers sealed the deal for the Cougars. The Generals scored in the 2nd inning to tie the ball game. Scored again in the 7th inning to go ahead 3-2, only to be answered by the 2 runs by the Cougars. Tanner Watts pitched 6 2/3 innings, recording 8 strikeouts. Judson Griffin got the win in relief for the Cougars on the Williams-Gillis Magic and the 4-3 victory. Watts gave up 6 hits, and there was 1 Cougar error on the night. Well, Coach, can't ask for anything more. Probably one of the most entertaining ball games, one well-played ball game. Both sides of the ballpark, classy bunch from those folks over at Newton County Academy. Like I mentioned, we joined districts this past couple of years in the realignment and got to know a lot of those folks, and we appreciate all of them and their hospitality anytime we were over in that area, and certainly have enjoyed matching up with them on the basketball court and here on the baseball diamond the past couple of years. And this is what it's all about. Get another shot at Tri-County, or Tri-County gets another shot at Brookhaven Academy. The Cougars go in to try to defend their 2A championships, and Tri-County going to take a shot, and they're going to in their mind, try to take the title away from us.
I like seeing us have to battle tonight. It tests the nerves and throws the guys in the trenches. And going into the state championship next week, I like that we had the opportunity to do that versus another blowout. So I think it'll help the guys going into the championship.
And that's one thing you absolutely look at. Tri-County's had a sort of a cakewalk through the top end of the bracket. Now, either they're real good, or the competition may have been down a little bit. I'm not going to take anything away from them, but in the finals, you gotta understand they're certainly going to be tested by the Cougars, and the Cougars have been battle tested on a couple of times during the playoffs. So good to get a big win like that, especially in walk-off fashion in the last inning.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a game 2 of last year's state championship pitching matchup again with Flowers and Tri-County's number 2 from last year. Obviously, they're number 1 this year, so should be another good series. Nice to have the deciding ones at home this year on Thursday.
It'll be a Tuesday night affair over at Tri-County Academy in Flora for the opening round, and then they'll come back, weather permitting, wrap it up here Thursday night, hopefully with the state championship in form of the Brookhaven Academy Cougars and a repeat. It's a wrap here from Williams-Gillis, Coach. A walk-off 4-3 victory and a South State championship for the Brookhaven Academy Cougars. They'll match wits with the Tri-County Rebels next week on Tuesday night up there and come back to Williams-Gillis on Thursday. For the old ball coach, this is Beck Warren. We bid you a championship. Good evening.
The legends of country music, country's newest stars. Now you don't have to choose because they're all right here.
WBKN FM, Brookhaven, B92.
Your AccuWeather forecast for Brookhaven, Lincoln, and all of Home Seekers Paradise. Cloudy and warm this evening with a shower thunderstorm in spots and a low of 72. Cloudy tomorrow with some strong thunderstorms in the afternoon, which can be severe. High on Thursday, 82. Watch for strong thunderstorms tomorrow night. Very cloudy with a low of 69. Thunderstorms can bring flash flooding, large hail, damaging winds, even a tornado. That's the latest from B92 The Boss.